Hello, stream.
Hello, stream.
Hello.
Welcome to the Diceaholics, where we typically stream twice a month. We come here at the table, play some Dungeons and Dragons. This episode in particular is the stream that nearly was not, by way of natural disasters and poor management. But here we are. So
the intern's been fired.
The interns have been fired.
Good.
Greg is under arrest. So
perfect. Good. I hated that asshole.
Our previous stream had some volume issues, which I am like 97% sure we have fixed tonight. And also someone's talking in the background while I am talking. That is super awesome. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to give a bit of a detailed summary. The players will do so because the DM wants to see what they remember. And we're just going to take it from there. So why don't you guys just like kick us off?
I mean, so we basically have to do like a recap of the last two episodes because we didn't really have a recap last episode.
I mean, yeah.
We started in the middle of a battle, so...
I just want to say that right now, Vola is at 1 hit point.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, yeah. The lowest I've ever gotten.
Oh, yeah, why don't we take it back now? Like, because we can all see that map, like that battle map, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because, like, that has not been changed.
So, Cyrus came back. We took up a bunch of jobs from the king and one from one of the guardsmen. We went out to go rescue a member of the guardsmen who had gone to fight a ogre. Yeah?
Yeah, an ogre called Elf Slayer.
Elf Slayer.
That was one of the jobs we had. Oh, yeah.
On the way we got ambushed by Fogwitz.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
But we survived. That night, Osmond was approached by
Eliza.
Very different-looking Eliza.
The Arboretum.
The Arboretum.
In the Arboretum.
May or may not be backing off, question mark?
Possibly? I don't know. She mentioned something about, like, she wanted all of the Janusaar to look like the Arboretum, and so we'll see how
Very
that
peaceful
goes.
place, lots of trees.
Yeah,
very zen.
Definitely painting a different picture for herself, or at least trying to.
Didn't
she
also
gave
claim
Osmond some information about possibly someone who might know the whereabouts of where his parents are, so...
Didn't she also claim that the presence in his head was more or less like a clone of herself? A copy?
A copy or something.
That got out of control, quote-unquote.
Yeah. After that, we all woke up, and then we went to go find the ogre. Turns out the ogre was killed by a bunch of Minotaurs. They're in the middle of some creepy-ass ritual with this dude.
And the guardsman we were supposed to rescue was kind of the head of it.
Yeah.
Or he's affected by it.
I think he was the target of it.
Yeah.
Well, he was the one in the center, bathed in the blood, and the one...
Yeah,
I don't know. He looked like some kind of vessel that they were using.
He was attacking us too.
Yeah,
he's got some bloodlust going on. We killed the Minotaurs.
Killed all the Minotaurs,
Four Minotaurs.
One thing
we killed them.
The Minotaurs also, they did this thing where they, like, just, like, part of, like, their magic, they affect, druids and rangers, and they, like, create, like, this thing of rage, like, they
Anyone can connect to nature, right?
So Nathan is acting weird, but none of us noticed it. Just, like, as a character, like, as a listener, you would know that something weird is going on with Nathan, but none of us noticed it because
Nathan's fine. There's nothing wrong with my poor little gardener.
Sure.
So the angry look at Cyrus. So the angry look at Cyrus for killing one of the Minotaurs with poison damage and screaming, "You poisoned the meat," was 100% on brand for Nathan.
He's a fisherman.
Yeah, never heard him
He did
really
say ruined
stuff before. Ruined meat. You ruined the meat, and he's very keen on his trophies.
Yeah, he really wants a trophy. He's suddenly very into hunting.
He has his own things going on right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
We ended the episode after we killed the Minotaurs, and the dude was knocking an arrow.
Yep.
And that's where we ended.
So that's where we stopped, yeah.
As a summary. Where we left our, I'd say heroes, but adventurers last. Because let's be real, you're children with clubs.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Children running around with scissors.
I won't argue with that.
After an audience with the king and Nathan having a few family issues brought to light, you all decide that you're going to make your way towards Fort Duncan and towards the missing Kingsguard who went to slay an ogre called Elf Slayer. The party made their way up to Elf Slayer's last known location, and they found a disturbing sight of an ogre they were sent to slay turned into a bloody paste on the ground. They're in the midst of a battle, having just slain the sum of 4 Minotaurs, barely by the skin of their teeth, very vicious creatures. Osmond having dealt with a shade of Eliza, having been brought into a dream world called the Arboretum, in which Eliza has stated this would be her ideal world. After a little bit of conflicting thoughts and a short prayer to Ogma, we bring ourselves back into the fight, finding themselves still battling the man they were sent to rescue. Yes?
Sounds about right.
So let's go ahead and jump back into it. The initiative order is still saved. At the moment, it is Osmond. No, not Osmond. It's Deo's turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, so this guy has knocked an arrow. Right? Put me on the spot. Okay. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself.
Blade Ward?
Yep. Just in case. And
what spells do I have?
I'm going to also why can't you be closer, Vola?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. Okay. How far away is this? Oh, he's way too far away. Never mind.
Yeah, he's pretty far. He's been keeping his distance with spells and bow attacks.
45, 50.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and have a first level guiding bolt at the ready.
Are you just gonna? Do you want to hold the action, or do you want to actually use it?
I'm gonna hold the action.
All right. Is that all for you today?
Yeah, for today. Just for now.
Just for today.
Just for now.
All right, so we're gonna go. So, what do you want? Like, because there has to be like a trigger for your action. Like, what do you want to hold it towards?
If he goes after Vola.
Like, if he makes an attack.
Yeah, if he makes an attack at like Vola, I'm gonna.
Awesome.
Because I see she's really hurting right now, so.
Oh yeah, because Vola almost died last time, huh?
Yeah, she's pretty. She's like on. She's looking pretty rough. I
not only almost died, I had to use one of my like half-orc abilities to not go unconscious.
To not die.
So yeah.
Oh, and I guess 2 of Azravana's zombies died as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm actually gonna move to I'm gonna move close to Osmond to like the edge right here, and then I'm gonna end my turn. Here.
All right. So next up,
I jumped down. So I'm down here.
Okay. Well, I'm at the edge right there.
Yeah.
Nathan, what's going on?
Okay, so I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'll move here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast... we'll just do Infestation for right now.
Infestation, that's a save, right?
Yes.
What is your DC?
My DC is 15.
What kind of save?
That's what I'm double checking right now. Where is the spell section? What in the... Okay. It is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw? Yeah, he fails.
Oh, cool. Sweet. So that's gonna be... that's gonna be 8 poison damage.
Jesus. Okay.
And it has to move 5 feet in a random direction that I have to roll for. So he's gonna move to 3, so east.
Okay. Oh, how much? 5 feet?
5 feet.
All right. A small swarm of bugs seems to manifest out of nowhere, and he's like batting them out of his way. In the middle of his blood rage, you see him like stumble towards you guys in some weird, weird fortune. That all for you?
Yeah, that'll be all.
All right, Vola, what's going on?
I need to move. I need to get away.
Come to me.
So,
Come to me.
yeah, I'm gonna climb up the ladder. So 5, 10, 15, and if it's up the my movement halves my movement. So yeah, so I move those 15, and that is where I'm going to be.
Stay in my safe circle. Let me touch you.
Yeesh.
Only in a way that you would want me to, okay?
This woman just got engaged too.
I'm not sure whether the correct response is context or phrasing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both.
Is that all, Vola?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do right now. I'm dying.
Okay. So actually, it's going to be Arlen's turn next.
Or even wait, hold up. Where am I on this map?
Where are you on this map? Where'd you go?
I don't know.
This is why we don't just.
Wasn't he invisible?
No.
I thought he was invisible.
I think you were like.
No,
I
I
was
see
like
you.
here. I was like
Yeah.
here.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I was like, hold on a second.
Alright, he is going to actually cast. Alright, so he's going to actually take 4 shots.
Dope.
Not at you guys. He takes out his bow and he makes a few shots, like all in like the underside of the lowest ridge. So like 4 arrows glowing like the faintest green. And then he's going to move his full movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to try and get his best to get behind the pillar. Alright, Cyrus.
Dope. Okay, I am going to bonus action healing word myself at first level because I'm getting low on spell slots here.
Alright.
So that's I think only a D4 plus 4. 1. Yeah. Ooh, so that is 6 hit points back to me. Wow, go me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Like the
And
equivalent
then-
of a Band-Aid.
I know, right? And then run over to Vola. And at second level, it's my last second level spot, I will cast Cure Wounds.
Alright.
So you're gonna get... Hold up. 2d8 plus 4. That wasn't great. That's only 8. 8 points of healing back to you.
Now I have 9 health.
I was hoping for a little something a little better than that, but oh well. C'est la vie. And that's all I can do. Hold on, how much did I move? I only moved 5, 10, 15. I'll stay where I am, because I'm like right behind Dea and Vola. I'll stay
Just like get in the safety circle.
I'm just gonna chill there.
Alright, the zombies have their turns, but can't actually act on it yet. So Azurvana.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna move.
Where are you
I
gonna
can't
move?
see him, right?
You don't have line of sight on him anymore.
Of course not. Okay, yeah, I'll just move into the safety circle.
Safety circle? How close? Like, is that good? About 10 feet?
But actually, I want to move as close to where he is as I can.
You can move about there.
That's fine. That'll work.
Alright. Osmond.
Would I know if this is a curse or like a charm or?
I was hoping someone would ask that.
Make a... Let's make a medicine check.
Medicine?
Ooh.
Yeah, medicine. Depending on how you're hoping to discern this. Like if you're just like trying to like size him up, it'd be medicine check.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. That's a 21.
Oh no.
Oh, the
Ooh, typing.
Typing. Whispers.
Careless whisper.
Can we have something to sell?
thank
Go
you.
for it.
So guys, if you want to check out our merch, we have.
We don't have any.
We do though. We have the zombie mom shirt, don't we? Or
We do.
We need to fund the zombie monster.
It's not like a thing because I just made it and it's totally got a copyright image from the player's handbook on it.
Well, then we need to find a way to make it happen that doesn't have a copyright.
We will find an artist to make it.
Well, even if they can just make like the outline or something of a zombie, something that's
got it.
obviously kind of.
I was thinking about that second part. I just wanted to double check for logistics.
Yep.
Let me just double check the range on that real quick.
I do.
Because I do have it prepared.
Dude, I have a background in digital design.
60 feet.
Advertising for a place. I made shirts.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here just so I can see them,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast. Oh god. It only lasts a minute though, so it's not really worth it. Okay, we'll make it work. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. That is a ranged spell, yes?
Yeah, range 60 feet.
Range 60 feet. Let me double check here. Alright, so I have to make a charisma saving throw, right?
Yes.
Of what, 15?
16.
16. Uh-oh, you might be in luck here. No, he has a -1 to charisma. That is an 8. He fails.
Okay.
So, you cast the spell, and we're actually going to stop initiative here. You cast the spell, and you see, like, the red that's in his eyes. The red in his eyes, he, like, stares at you with this rage, and then his emotions soften, and he looks, like, in horror around him, and, like, the fact that he's, like, covered in blood, the pace of an ogre on the ground, and he drops his bow and falls to his knees.
As soon as he does that, I just kind of turn, and I say, "This is only suppression. It won't last long. Someone go tie him up now."
Who's got
I'm
the
sorry,
rope?
it's for your own good, and I turn to him.
I'll start tying him up.
You go to tie him up, and he does not fight you in any way. He like staring at his blood-soaked hands, looking back to the Minotaurs, back to you guys, back to the ogre. What happened?
And after that happens, while they're going to tie him up, I'll walk over to Vola and with my last spell slot, give her a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I got some potions in case anyone doesn't have any for emergencies, and we don't have any spell slots we want to use up.
Okay, so Vola, you get back 22 hit points.
Dang!
I appreciate.
I am tapped, however. That is my last slot.
Yeah, I have 3 spell slots left. They're all 1st level. I'm out, yo.
I think I'm actually pretty damn good. I still got all my 1st level slots, 2 2nd levels, 1/3.
As you finish the knot, Nathan, you're tying him up, and he seems like very visibly exhausted. Like you see, like not that you're like super familiar with draconic physiology, but you see like all of his muscles like soften and relax until he looks straight at you And then he just faints.
So the magic that I used on him won't last long. And at least whenever he wakes up from this, he'll be hostile again.
So what do we want to do?
Beyond my magic.
What happened to him? Like, Bola, is this what you were talking about earlier with the Minotaurs? What could have... Obviously this isn't normal.
Yeah,
He's gone mad entirely.
It's the Minotaur thing that I was telling you about earlier with like the chance. So maybe when we get him away from here, he'll get better.
This is more of a permanent case. He's in all due respects completely lost his mind. We need to get him to someone with a higher level of casting than I can do.
We need to make him secure.
You can find a doctor.
We could probably take him back to the city.
Let the Kingsguard know what happened, and I'm sure they have the facilities to do something, or at least keep him somewhere. At least his family knows what happened. At least he's back home.
And if we can't cure him, what then?
Well, if we take him back to the city, it's not our problem.
I hate to agree with Cyrus's friend.
I guess, yeah, it would be, like, have his family, who he knows, like, decide what happened.
Is everyone okay to travel? We should probably do this as quick as possible.
Agreed.
DM, I have a quick question.
Yes?
Do I recognize if this is the one Dragonborn in the guard whose father told me to go find him and tell him to visit his dad?
Make a perception check.
Oh no.
That's why I was thinking this entire time. I was like, wait, wasn't that the name of the guard of the guard's son?
Yeah, and when I heard Dragonborn, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled an 11.
From the pieces, because there was like gilded armor, like the same kind of armor you would have seen from the Kingsguard, like on your way in here. All signs point to this being the Dragonborn you were sent to find.
Okay. In that case, Vola's gonna say, we need to take him back to the city. Like, his dad's worried about him. So we at least have to let his dad know.
Do you know his dad?
His dad lives in, to pull up the map, it's the lower city. Yes.
But that also runs the risk of him just going mad again.
Again. We were sent to find him, and they'll have facilities or know what to do. The Crown's Guard would have a better control than we would.
And if not,
we can
it's
take
magic I've been studying, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. But if this is a permanent problem, whenever I do get around to it, I can always come back and try if the guard can't fix it.
He'll at least be safe somewhere where he can't hurt himself or others.
And at least, like, his dad and his family will know where he is. So even if they can't talk to him, they can still go, like, see him.
Alright, Nathan, he's secure as secure you can get.
Question, would any of you want the rest of us to see you like that?
I was just gonna say, if they can't cure him, they're probably gonna kill him. Because if they can't cure him, he's a threat to the king and a threat to the guard.
Well,
so what? We just
that's not a decision we to make.
Oh no, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying either way we take him back to the city and then it's their problem. And it's not something we have to deal with or think about.
It's a decision for his family to make. So we shouldn't try to make it for him.
Again, I'm not saying we should. I'm saying we take him back to the city where we can leave him with them, and then either they have the means to cure him, or they're gonna kill him and probably not even bother to tell his family.
Osmond.
But either way, we gotta get him back to the city.
You notice a trickle of blood that is of Arlen's. His breathing slows and stops entirely. He is dead.
Is he? It's.
I just used my 3rd slot. I can't cast Revivify. I'm out. I'm tapped.
I tried to stop the bleeding, but
What level is Revivify?
It's 3rd. I'm out of spells.
Okay.
I tried to cast Spare the Dying so he wouldn't just pass.
I was discussing a homebrew earlier where you can use a spell slot in exchange for a point of exhaustion, depending on the level of the spell. I don't know how many points of exhaustion kills you, but a 3rd level spell would be 3 points of exhaustion. If that is something you want to do.
Absolutely. I reached down and cast Revivify.
Okay, let me double check on Revivify, see specifics.
As we're having this conversation, I turn, I see him going under, and I just sprint over, slide to my knees, take off my my eye patch, and just put both hands on him and cast Revivify. I don't care. I'll take the 3 levels.
Okay.
And he was unconscious when he died, right?
Yes.
He passed out.
Yeah.
You you give like everything you have right now. You pray to Agma, you get down on your knees, and you put your hands on his torso, and the blood retracts back into his form. You feel a warm light, and it starts to feel hot, and it starts to take energy from you as you feel like part of your life force being charged into the spell. You place your hands on him. You place your hands on him, and breath returns. He's not awake. Breath returns.
Well, now that he's alive, we're just headed back, and we'll head to the fort after.
Osmond just about near faints after this.
Dea runs over and is trying to steady him.
Something's weird. Something is really weird about how he died.
Can I...
Does he look like he's really badly, like...
Oh yeah, he looks fucked up.
Physically. Okay,
he looks exhausted and bloodied. You can't tell what blood is his and what is someone else's.
Okay, I'm gonna use a 2nd level cure wounds on him.
Okay.
So let's 2d8.
I'm gonna
11,
back up
12,
to
13,
the
15.
15. Okay, so you see like some of like the blood clear up, and he seems to be breathing just a little bit easier, but he is still very like he's
still messed up.
Yeah.
He's still pretty messed up. Does he look stable? Like, does Revivify kind of stabilize him?
As stable as he can be, because Revivify returns him to 1 hit point.
He's alive, but
Okay.
he's unconscious.
He's like on the brink.
Okay, but he's not doing any like.
He just got moved out of the ICU.
Okay. So I was just wondering if I should do spare the dying kind of thing going on.
No,
Just
he's
for
already
your reference, DM, at 3 levels of exhaustion, my speed is halved, and I have disadvantage on basically every roll I make.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna back up toward the entrance.
Okay, you do so. The side of everything just makes you need some air, I guess.
Okay.
DM, just for you, I spent another cure wounds to heal myself.
Right on.
Just so.
How many did you restore?
13.
13.
13.
Okay.
1-3.
Vola, are you well enough? Do you think you can help us get him up these slopes? Osmond's pretty out of it.
I can do it.
Need something. I also have a potion. If you're still not feeling all that great.
I find it funny that although you guys are more about saving as many lives as possible, you're willing to let him go back into town and endanger basically everyone there, given his skill set.
Stop being a dick, Nathan.
I'm just
Lock
saying.
him up if they can't figure it out. While he's locked up, don't care what it takes, I'll promise them to come back and fix his ailment once I learn what I need to.
That's real cute, but no, if they can't cure him, they're gonna kill him.
You don't know that, Sai.
He's a threat to them and a threat to the king. Of course they're gonna kill him.
Let's just go back.
Especially if he starts acting up while they try to kill him.
Well, let's not make assumptions until we actually go there.
I'm just gonna pick him up and start walking toward the cave entrance.
Okay.
I'm gonna help. Yeah, I'm gonna help Osmond and follow suit.
I cast conjure
shaky
animals.
legs going.
What do you conjure?
8 giant bats
Okay.
that block the way to the entrance.
Nathan?
You see Nathan raise his arms, and out of nowhere, just a swarm of bats appear out of nowhere, and they block the exit. All light is gone. Aside from your dark vision, there is nothing illuminating the place.
What are you doing, Nathan?
To look over.
Fuck, dude.
We can't bring him back. He's just gonna kill everyone there once he breaks out. You saw what he did to us enough.
So what do you do?
When he was fighting us, he definitely only had a freaking bow and arrow. He didn't come near us. He didn't throw a punch or anything. Nathan, get rid of those bats.
But he had a rage in his eyes.
And what do you suggest?
Give him a peaceful death. He's sleeping now.
Absolutely
End it
not.
quick and quiet, and he won't feel a fucking thing.
DM, can I do an observation of Nathan to see if he also has that fucking rage in his eye?
I'll give you an option for whichever's higher, either perception or history, just based off your... No, I'll give you... Okay, sorry. Roll investigation with advantage, just because of your background.
Osmond kind of lets go of Dea, takes a shaky couple steps towards Nathan. Over my dead body.
18.
Oh boy.
Nathan, roll persuasion or deception. Don't tell me which one. Persuasion if you're telling if everything's fine, or deception if you're hiding it. Don't tell me which.
Uh, 11.
Oh, tippy tap.
Oh no.
Tippy tap type.
That's not what we do, Nathan.
So you'd rather have him be scared for his life in the last few moments
This
that
is
he
a curable
has.
thing.
This is not your decision, Nathan.
The man's mad. He's not a rabid animal.
And so you'll let his
Madness
family
is
see him in
easily
this state.
fixable. No, we take him back to the guard. We don't have to take him to his family.
Please. To
See, I
his
thought-
superiors.
Nathan,
It's not your decision to make whether he lives or dies.
you are not the judge, jury, and executioner.
To be
Oh
fair,
no, he makes a good point.
we just killed 4 Minotaur. Do you think we can't handle him if he gets out of control?
Very true.
Like you guys said, you're tapped.
Nathan,
I'm
and I'm just
fine.
going to walk up to Nathan, and I'm going to just, like, put my hand on him and be like,
Once you get
Nathan?
closer, I have the bats get in front of me.
I may be out of spells, but I'm gonna channel divinity. Get in Nathan's head.
Okay. So what are you
just
doing
making yourself
specifically?
super fucking exhausted?
Like,
I'm
what are you
going to go through, and I'm going to go through the bats, and I'm just going to, like,
They
put
attack.
Nathan under my arm.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
okay. So first, before, what are you
So
doing
Nathan,
exactly?
you need to
with
make a
channeling?
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? Okay, so before we do that, so, make a strength saving throw, Vola, versus the bats. So strength check versus a strength check.
Okay, let me see what their strength is. If it's multiple of them, do I get advantage?
If it's multiple, you do get advantage.
Cool. Bat.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Use this one and this one. Cool. It's a 6.
You have the wall of bats just like coalesce into a barrier in between. You just see this green hand just like burst through and grab you by the neck. She puts you down over her knee and like gets you into a headlock. Go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because you are grappled.
Teamwork.
When one of our friends goes,
I don't know. He makes a good point, you guys. Everyone's making very valid points.
That's going to be 11.
Something's wrong.
Does not make it.
All right. So what are you using for channel divinity?
So this is the knowledge cleric channel divinity, where I get to read his surface thoughts for the next minute, and then at any point I can cast suggestion without using a spell slot, and he automatically fails.
I also, real quick before you do that, so Cyrus just said, like, everyone's making valid points, and I'm going to interject while I have him all grappled and stuff, and I'm going to say, look at his eyes. He has the same rage because he's a fucking druid.
You see,
Doesn't make him any less right.
your broken body, your tired, exhausted body, like reaching out to touch his mind, and it wasn't the same as before because you've read his thoughts before. You've been a guest in his mind before because of earlier, and this wasn't a collection of thoughts and a cohesive story. This is a veil of red, a world full of animals and only animals. In which there are carcasses surrounding you. A world in which everyone is the prey, and you are the hunter. A maddening rage fills your senses, to the point where you can't even see straight. You turn to Dea, and you don't see a human. Until you snap yourself out of his thoughts. And you're back.
Do I know that he's entered my mind?
Oh yeah, I do.
I have my bat's attack and I cast Blight.
You're grappled right now. This is all happening at the same...
I can send a telepathic command to them.
Technically, that was an action. If we're doing this turn-based, you would have something before I was able to...
Yeah, it's if you're going to do that, it's a little late.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm pretty much full health, so I can take it.
We're going to say, okay, so just for the sake of this, because instead of having to like roll an initiative for things mostly roleplay, so why don't you go ahead and attack with your bats? We'll say this is going on around the same time, because he probably felt you, like, right as you, like, linked with his mind. He probably felt that, and that would be a knee-jerk reaction.
So... Since there are so many of them, they'd just be swarming around him. Do they get flanking? Or no?
Because they do operate their own individual units, don't they?
Yes, they are individual units.
I'll say yes.
Cool. So then that...
My Griffin Shield's still up, so 18 AC is the number to beat.
Cool.
And I'm next to Osmond, so I would immediately, if I could, my response would be to try and like block him somewhat with my little body, do some sort of try to get in between him and whatever bat I can get in between. Because if he's flanked, obviously I'm not going to be able to unless I throw myself 100% on top of him.
Okay. I know one of them hits. Okay, so that's fine. Math. Oh, actually, all 8 hit. I got a 19 on the die on one of them, and then the rest rolled above 14, and it's a +4 to attack. So,
oh, fuck.
That's D6s.
Okay.
Is it an action to the creatures, or?
Huh?
Is it an action to command the creatures, or is it just kind of something?
It's a bonus action.
Bonus
Hey,
action. So
fun
you would still get
question.
the blight.
Fun question. Would I still have my spirit guardians around me?
You never deactivated them, did you?
I never deactivated
How long
them.
do they last?
They're hostile.
They last up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
21 points of piercing. Actually, no.
Easy sucks.
20. No. That would actually be 37 points of piercing damage. Because they also have
Alright.
+2s to their damage.
Would they take the damage from the Spirit Guardians before
Spirit
they get to me?
Guardians.
Because it's a
Yeah.
15-foot radius.
You're right. Thank you. Because
Okay.
one round of combat is 6 seconds.
Cool.
So yeah, why don't you go ahead and make saves for all those? What is the
Okay.
save to beat?
The save to beat is... That is...
Is there-
God,
Is it alright if I just roll their save, like, as one?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
15. They need to be at 15.
That's a 17 on the die.
Fuck you.
They still take half.
Okay.
Yes. Yep, they still take half. Okay, let me roll that shit. Yay! Okay.
Oh man.
That's a reaction.
No,
I
Cyrus
wanna
is
go
just ready to...
examine the unconscious dude.
You want to examine the unconscious dude? Sure.
Well, Cyrus is just
roll-
kicking back, ready to pull out a bag of popcorn.
Oh, thank God, those were high numbers.
So-
Even with half, that will be nice.
Azurvana, why don't you roll investigation? Like, are you trying, like, are you... Yeah, roll investigation.
Trying to figure out what exactly caused that.
10 points of radiant damage
10
to
points?
whoever failed.
Okay.
Did they all fail? Oh, no, did they all succeed?
They all succeeded. It
They
was
all
one
Okay,
less.
so they all get 10 points.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. I'm still up.
Barely. Still standing.
Did any of them?
14.
Did any of them hit me? Because I've tried putting myself in between.
They
him
were very
and
focused on
Cass.
Osben.
Okay, so they just flew
Like,
away.
they-
can fly, so it's
They
not
can
really
fly,
much of a
so,
problem.
like, you can try to, like, get in the way, but they'll just, like, go above you or around
Yeah.
you.
So, do I still get that, can I still cast Blight?
No.
It's an action. Well, it was a bonus action to command the bats, so...
Yeah, but
you still get the
we
action
also
as
just, like, started... Because we'd have to go, like, back into initiative order, and he just got, like, bent over the knee by Vola, and he's still, like... He's
And
still
we want to
knocked
say
that
that's
way.
almost like it was almost like a reaction on his part.
Yeah, that was more of a
Calling
reaction than, like, a proper turn order and deciding, I want to attack you.
Okay. So then I am going to immediately use it to cast Suggestion. You automatically fail, and I don't have to spend a spell slot.
Because of
Oh,
Divine
that's
Intervention.
Yeah.
Because of awesomeness. So Suggestion is... trying to think how to word it. I suggest you peacefully stay with us and follow us.
That checks out.
The disappointment on your face.
I was at 14. If you got that blight off, I'd be unconscious. Because I have disadvantage
God.
on my save anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You, the bats halt. They vanish. Nathan, you're kind of clouded. And for some reason, all of your plans just kind of go up in smoke and you forget what you're doing. You think, even though one of your friends has you bent over their knee right now, you
Not in a fun
decide...
way.
Not in a fun way. There's a fun way for that?
Yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say, just ask Sai.
Bent over the... Okay, anyway. So, you just stop. And you comply.
Osmond like drops to his knees. He is exhausted and
Azurvana, what did you roll?
It's a concentration, though. Good luck with that, buddy.
What'd you roll?
Suggestion's not a
17.
concentration.
A
It
17.
just happens for the next 8 hours.
Yes, it is. Concentration. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
check.
you're right.
One
It's
action.
concentration. I mean, as long as I don't take any damage, it's nothing I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Dea immediately she gets to her knees right next to you and brings out one of her health potions and tries to get you to drink it.
Or if Nathan takes damage, you better hope that Arlen doesn't wake up.
What's up, Azravana?
I'm gonna examine that wound.
Yeah, you do. Did I send you the thing? Yeah, I sent you the thing.
No, Nathan. Even if Nathan takes damage, he doesn't have to make a save. It just the spell ends when the subject finishes what it is asked to do, and the duration's 8 hours. And I didn't give a specific goal, so.
You can specify durations, blah blah blah. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends.
Does he count as a companion?
Keep him away from Arlen.
I guess it depends on if he's counted as our companion.
That's fair.
Fine.
Regardless, I pushed the healing potion away, and I'll take out one of my own. I have a greater healing potion that'll.
Quit being stubborn.
No, never.
Then I'm gonna just like hold up my arms so that they go.
Oh god. It's 44 plus 4 for the greater, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of 1.
I think I might have had a spell that could have prevented that from happening to Nathan.
Oop.
Best not let everyone else know that.
I just realized I don't have it prepared though, that's the thing.
Ow.
Mm.
It was protection from good and evil that might have...
Well...
Well, we got more interesting story plot here.
But yeah, I just like hold up my arms and I'm like, alright, fine. Whatever.
Oh, that's right. He is affected. I saw nothing but rage, the primal urge of predator and prey.
I mean, I grew up in the woods, what do you expect?
It's different. Only blood. Only killing.
And just when things were getting interesting. Alright, let's go.
Are you enjoying this, Zai?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying this greatly.
That makes 2 of us.
Dea just looks disgusted, and then looks at Nathan. Okay, so...
Can I get my prizes now?
No, we're leaving.
I'll stay with him. Go, go, go. Go get him.
I would like to examine the spear wound on the guy.
What would you like to see? Like, what are you trying to glean from it?
If there's anything weird about it.
Just the fact that it's a spear wound.
God damn it. What the fuck?
Okay, roll investigation. I gotcha. I see what you're trying to do.
Really quick, do you let me go?
Yes.
She lets me go.
Dot. Yes.
So then I'm
I'll stay with him. We'll meet you at the entrance.
Sorry,
Let's go. Go, Nate. Get your trophies.
Dea's helping Osmond up. We need to get that guard back. He should be waking up soon.
I got a 22.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Fail.
You find nothing. You're not even sure, what kind of wound this is.
Is it even a wound?
Is it even a wound? Is it just a really big piercing? He's dragonborn. He would probably need...
tattoo like this.
It might be a deformed scale. He's probably really insecure about it, and you just
How
pointed it
dare
out.
you try...
Anyway!
I didn't point out nothing. I'm just looking.
Anyway... You two make your way towards the entrance?
No. I was gonna say, Osmond is kind of like, I'm in no state to move fast. Vola, Dea, and Azravana, perhaps you should take Arlen here ahead. Get him back to the city as quick as you can. This effect I have on Nathan will only last 8 hours.
And make sure
And
you
it's
guys
back
get
to
back into
good
town
old
before
days.
then. Dea looks at Sai, and even how pissed she was with you leaving, she has this look in her eyes that it's like, it's kind of really dark and a little scary. Like she's channeling her her
Stern
mad
nun?
dad. Her not stern nun.
Oh.
She's a
Oh.
stern priest.
Okay.
And says, if anything happens to these two, you better not see me next. And then I walk out.
I
How
don't
is that
understand why
my
you're so.
fault?
Yeah,
Whoa,
I don't
hold
understand
on,
why you're so
excuse me.
angry at him.
I go
while I'm the one who
after
actually
her.
did the work.
Okay.
I go after her and I'm like, excuse me, how is that my fault?
I'm not
I'm
saying
arguing to bring him to the city. How the fuck is that my fault if anything happens to him?
I go and start collecting trophies.
Wee woo.
You're enjoying all this.
And
Osmond is-
you're the ones fighting.
Osmond is in no place to freaking handle anything should he get out of hand.
That's not my fucking problem. That's his. He chose to do that. You guys are the ones fighting. I was ready to go 5 minutes ago. I don't know why y'all are fighting over here. We could have been halfway back to the fucking city by now.
Okay, you go with them to the city. I'm staying with Osmond then.
I'm staying when they didn't make sure he doesn't do anything fucking crazy so he can get his damn trophies.
Well, then make sure he doesn't do something fucking crazy.
I will.
Alright, she looks at Osmond and says,
Osmond has like dropped and is like propped up against a wall right now.
And I go help Nathan. Fuck this.
she looks back at Bulla and says, just start getting towards the city. He needs to go home. He needs to go home.
At this point, you see the Dragonborn. You see him start to rouse from his sleep. He's like, his eyes like start to open and they close again. Just so you know.
Bulla.
Yeah, I'm just gonna prop him up like on my shoulder, sort of, like with his feet on the ground, because I don't know if I can lift him entirely, because I am still pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Here, Dea hands her one of her potions. Here, Bulla. If you're gonna be handling him, you need to be in tip-top shape.
Okay. So, is it a regular healing potion?
Yeah, it's just a regular healing potion.
So it's a D4 plus 4? Right?
Is it... Am I reading it right? What is a regular healing potion? Potion of healing? Is that
2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
2d4 plus 4. Okay, so I get 8 health back.
Vola has been pumped with so much magic and healing elixirs this, like, amount of combat.
She's our tank!
She's gonna be feeling real weird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because she's still not even, like, what, maybe not even halfway healed?
I'm like, just over halfway.
You're on the plus side.
You should go with Vola in case he goes all ragey again.
Okay. Dea goes over and gives you a quick kiss on the lips and says, and kind of whispers to him, make sure these guys don't do anything stupid. You're the only person I trust to do that.
I'll try my best.
Alright, and then she leaves with Vola. Guess what this girl needs?
I have zombies.
See, I'm saving. That's what I'm saving mine for.
You have zombies?
I was gonna say, is Azravana leaving with Vola and Dea?
I'm gonna send my zombies with them, but she's gonna go and look around for stuff.
Oh, she's gonna send her hench people.
We got some undead guards.
Dead bodyguards.
I know. I'm sensing a lot of tension
covered in
here.
flowers.
I'm sensing
pretty
a lot
sure
of
they are.
tension here. Oh, sorry.
Pretty sure they're what? Hello?
They are still covered.
I
in
was just
flowers.
asking.
The flowers have kind of like fallen off and wilted. It's been a few days.
So they're kind of like
they were meant to
dead
last.
flowers.
Yeah, like they kind of fell off by now. That you see like the full zombiness left.
Okay.
So once they head out, Once they head out and Nathan's collecting his trophies or whatever, does that count as a short rest? Like, can I roll some hit dice?
Yeah, but it's probably gonna take Nathan a minute and Azravana to like look for some things.
Well, especially if he's like cutting into an animal to get like trophies and stuff.
Yeah, that'll take some time.
That takes a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
As you smug face. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just sensing some tension here, and I'm having that thought blackout drunk since Steve Urkel can have. Did I do that?
Amazing reference. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
So
10 out of 10.
So Nathan, why don't you make a survival check to see what kind of trophies you can get from this?
Ooh, does this fall into the range of my advantage?
Yeah,
Oh my
I'd
God.
say, yeah. Just because you're a hunter in the past, yeah.
Oh, 25.
25.
Yeah.
You get some Minotaur hide. It's pretty bloody, but it's yours now. From each of the Minotaurs, you like kind of flay them alive a little bit. Well, not alive, obviously.
Glad I'm not here.
You get a pleasing amount of blood, like all up and down your arms while you do this.
Okay.
You look around a little bit more. The ogre is being a nicely ground paste now. You don't really find anything of value, but you do find an ogre tooth.
Cool.
That is worth around 50 pieces of gold.
Cool. So 2 pelts, 1 ogre tooth.
4 pelts.
4 pelts and 1 ogre tooth. Could I possibly also get 2 horns?
Yeah, you could easily have gotten 2 horns from that.
Cool. I have a project then. Anything else?
In fact, because you rolled so high and there's so many to pick from, they're kind of taking your time to do this. You can get 3 sets of horns. The other ones combined, like they're just like shattered just from like the recent travels or whatever. But you do find 3 sets of horns.
So 3 sets. So altogether 6 horns.
Yeah.
Cool.
Craft time!
Craft time.
Cool. And so once I get like the last of the horns, I look over at Sai. I've got something you might like in mind with these. We'll see though.
You know, I've come to respect you so much more in the last 24 hours.
Ah, damn.
What does that say about Cyrus, though?
And Daya's realizing this. That's why she's pissed.
Osmond's just kind of like watching both of them, scowling, like wrapping his wounds, like.
Well, the fact that he was enjoying things, she got pissed at.
And I hold out my hand to him for like a handshake. I think you and I are gonna be friends.
And Sai shake his hand. Nice seeing me in my element now.
That's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Now, if only we were able to fish before, you would have been able to see it earlier, but better late than never.
Yeah.
Poor
Well,
Osmond
hopefully,
witnessing
there's still
this.
hope.
Oh yeah,
hell.
Osmond's thinking in his head, fucking crazy right now. He's lost his mind.
Well, if all goes as planned, you're all gonna have to follow me into, well, my home. So.
Okay. I don't mind one bit.
Alright, just know... the way you know me, the way I act, probably gonna be turned up to about 11 or so. Just to warn you.
So long as we can get some good little trinkets, I'm happy.
Oh,
Like-
that'll be trinkets.
You fucking creep.
Around in the background while they're doing.
What else, Ravana?
I like to think Azravana's just like creeping around, looking at stuff in the background while they're having this conversation.
Oh yeah, in fact, do you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah.
And Osmond's just like dad scowling at both Nathan and Cyrus while fixing his wounds.
Nathan's just ignoring him and grinning from ear to
same.
ear.
Same.
Yeah, I figured.
Osmond's just white noise at this point.
Well, he's totally dead weight right now. Like, my speed's half. We're going nowhere fast.
A 21, you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, it seems the Minotaurs also like to keep their share of trophies. While Nathan is, like, digging around, trying to get pelts and horns, you are interested in more magic-y things.
Mm-hmm.
Per usual. And you actually find a little like rusty bag with like a bunch of rust on it, like shavings and stuff. You find a little bag.
I'm gonna look inside it.
You're gonna look inside it. You see, you find a small fuzzy object.
Fuzzy object.
A fuzzy object. Think like a fuzzy Beanie Baby.
I'm gonna look at the fuzzy object.
It is a Beanie Baby.
You look at it, you pull it out, and it looks like it's like this tiny like plush rat.
That is adorable.
And you lose concentration on it for just a second, and it grows a little bit. The fuzz vanishes. You now hold a live rat in your hands.
What? That's
Whack.
amazing.
Whack!
I'm gonna put it back in the bag.
Oh.
You just put the rat itself vanishes, but you find another fuzzy object.
I'm gonna leave the fuzzy object alone.
Okay.
Can I see how many are in there? And just like
you only
fiddle with it?
ever see one at a time. This is most certainly a magic item which you have not come across before, and it would require like an identify for you to tell.
Neat. I don't think I have that spell. Nope. I do not. Okay, well, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
All right.
Yeah, I have a pet mouse. Well, it's probably long dead. Never mind.
So, while you guys are getting your objects, Osmond, you're resting up. Who exactly is going back, trying to make their way back to town on that couple-day journey?
I am.
Diceaholics and the zombies.
Diceaholics and the zombies.
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 I'm
So,
letting Bulla take lead, and I'm just watching Arlen.
he has since woken up a few times, but Vola, being Vola, like, just, like, raised her hand up and, like, smacked him to sleep again.
I picture that 100%.
Would it have been safe for me to send Mira with them too?
To send what?
To send Mira with them too?
You could have,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
There's, like, a certain range where Mira will stop being able to, like, hear you. And you can. There's also a range where you can stop seeing through her eyes, which I think is 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I still have that connection with her. That's my big thing.
Yep, it'd be safe.
Okay, cool.
So the night passes. Why don't you, Voladea? You have to fill in Dea. Make a survival check.
Also, for getting tonight, that 8 hours has dropped. Suggestion's gone.
So how do you, seeing as I forgot to switch back to this. Seeing as the night is like wearing on, you feel the spell lessening. How do you want to deal with Nathan? Because you would know.
I mean, Dea, Vola, and the zombies, they all got an 8-hour head start, so not worried about it. Nathan's gonna do what he's gonna do.
But you're not going to like bind him. You're not going to do nothing. He just is.
I mean, I'll attempt to bind him, but if he resists, I'm just gonna. I'm too weak. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
All right.
Does Nathan resist if I go up to?
Yeah, he'll just say, I'm being peaceful. You asked me to be peaceful. I'm fine.
This is
Just
for
let
the
me
after.
do what I need to do.
Are you gonna go chase after them as soon as this effect wears off?
What's the use in that? They already have a head start. I'm
Right.
assuming Vola's already covered her tracks by now, given who she is. So there's no way I can follow them.
So I'd let it fade.
No, get rid of that smile. None of that shit.
What?
Oh, Julie, my survival check was 17, by the way.
Your survival check was 17.
Mine was 21.
21. Okay. So you make your way around just fine. Are you going to make camp, or are you taking like the point of exhaustion and moving on through?
I would take a point of exhaustion if Vola is up for a point of exhaustion.
Yes.
Control over the dude.
Morning comes.
Give our
We'll
arms
get
to the
to
zombies.
we'll get to Nathan and Osmond and Cyrus here in just a moment. The morning comes, and you guys are continuing your journey. And you turn around, and you realize the zombies are missing.
Oh, no.
It doesn't seem someone was around
Right.
to cast the spell again.
That's right. So they're just gone.
Are they just...
They're
dead
gone.
somewhere?
The spell isn't like like there isn't a hard time. It's when like the spell like starts to deteriorate and deteriorate and deteriorate, and if it's not held up, they just become mindless savages wandering around.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so they're not just decomposing bodies somewhere now. They're like...
No, they're back to normal.
They're
Shit,
just
I forgot about that.
Fuck,
My
which
bad.
one? Was one of them the bloat?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep, I'll keep track of that.
Dan just looks,
no longer our problem, I guess.
Dan looks at me. Should we...
Mira's still there.
It's funny, Azavana, because you'll check on them regularly, and you'll like see through Mira's eyes, and you'll be like,
What? You cut out.
you'll check on them regularly because you can see through Mira's eyes, like until they like get out of range, and you're like, where'd they go?
Well, the thing is, I can cast spells through Mira, though. That's...
You can cast touch range spells through Mira.
I imagine Day is holding Mira, and just kind of like when we realize they're gone, Day just kind of whispers, "Sorry."
I didn't realize it was just, like, touch spells only. I forgot about that.
Like I'm
That's why I
double checking, but
figured-
I'm pretty sure.
So,
Fuck,
I'm just
I
gonna
forgot
turn
Yeah,
to...
it's you can
Dea.
cast the spell with a range of touch, and your familiar can deliver it, and it must be in 100 feet of you.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna turn to Dea and I'm gonna be like, we just need to get back to the city.
Day is
Because
nodding
we-
her head.
We can't fight, like, I'm exhausted, you're exhausted, this guy's passed out.
They just gotta keep
Um,
going. Sorry, and then she's like, "Sorry, Yaz," and is just holding Mira and just keeping walking.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
so you guys continue your journey the morning after. Let's see how the night treats these guys. Yes. So
Yeah, so we're in. So
Would I get a long
we're in the
rest?
cave. Before we hit the 8 hours, I was gonna ask: are we deciding whether we're gonna start walking, or are we gonna take a long rest here, or what's happening?
yeah, we're time jumping back a little bit.
Yeah.
So the 8 hours is getting closer, and so Nathan, you're getting just about done getting your.
That's what I'm asking.
Well,
Are we
yeah, but
spending
I'm
that
just-
8 hours in the cave, or are we
It depends on
walking
you guys.
during that 8 hours?
Because those guys
Because
wanted
we're
to get
having-
trophies as Ravana went investigating. How many of those hours would... Because to carve like a Minotaur hide, especially 4 of them, it would have taken... with his skill, maybe 2 hours.
Well, I was gonna say 4. Okay.
Yeah, but you're really experienced in that sort of thing, having carved like
Okay.
things like sharks and other sea life.
Yeah,
and
true.
And you're really into it right now. You're like super into it right now.
Yeah. Just like smearing the blood
And you didn't
across your
carve the
face.
whole thing. You carved enough for trophies. You didn't carve like the whole fucking pelt.
Right.
So there is the matter of getting back. I can't make the normal hut for us. I am totally tapped out of spells. So do we want to try and walk out and maybe make a shelter out of trees or something? We do have Nathan. Or do we just want to spend the night here in the cave and start heading back in the morning? At least they all have a full day's head start.
This place is a secured location. We have a choke point. It's really defensible. I don't see why
True.
we'd leave.
Smells
I'm
like
going nowhere
blood.
fast.
It's all great.
You went there.
Let's move up a little bit so we're not right next to the
That's fair.
copious amounts of gore.
Let's stay up here on the second ledge. And then
Sure.
I think that'll be good.
Do you need help, Osmond?
Absolutely. Yes, actually.
Cool. So
old
I'm
man
like,
Osmond up
call
here.
him up, putting one of his arms around my shoulders, and I'm like, "Don't
I'll
worry,
help.
I'll take care of you."
I'll help.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. Make it go away.
Raises an eyebrow like,
I'll help him. I'll help him.
I whack.
Cyrus is helping Nathan.
Poor Osmond's like, I'm too weak to do anything about it.
So, Osmond is going to pass the fuck out until the spell wears off. Then he's going to wake his ass up and be there for a watch.
Yeah, you get a. We should go too. Yeah, we'll see. You get a long rest.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll see you all got long rests.
Okay. If we're gonna do watches, I'll take the third one then.
Take first. And then there are 4 of us here, right? Because Azravona is here?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
And she has no posse left. They're all gone.
No, but I have a whole bunch of spells.
So since there'll be 6 hours left in the duration, I'll be up for that last watch, like right as it expires.
Okay. So Osmond at the first, Sai at the third, and Nathan at the second.
I'll be at the 4th, right? Because it's the 8-hour rest, right? Or would
did you
the
say
carving
first?
include the 2 hours?
The carving, well, like long rest doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. It's just like your downtime.
Okay.
So like Nathan, like apparently that's how Nathan takes a load off these days. So
As long as I'm up when the spell wears off is my thing.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. All right, down to 2 levels of exhaustion. Speed is still halved.
Woo! Long rest, motherfucker. I'm excited.
And I have all my
All
spells
of
back.
my spells back.
Yay!
Then you have Bola and I trekking through the dark forest with point of exhaustion.
Long rest, bitches.
So at the same night that Vola and Dea and company go for the exhaustion, you guys actually take the sleep. So Nathan, your first watch.
Mm-hmm.
What happens at first watch?
I'm gonna fasten the ogre tooth and one of the patches of fur to my spear.
Gross. Okay.
Well, it's his trophy spear.
Oh yeah, gross. Okay.
Technically, you didn't kill the ogre, so you're kind of taking credit for someone else's trophy.
He's a trophy.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
If Nathan was in any other mindset, he probably cared. Right now, he doesn't give a shit.
And I guess I'll just watch Osmond and Sai. And
I am as
we
my
sleep,
sleepiest
watch.
watch.
Real creepy.
Who's second shift? Who's second shift?
I think that's Azravona.
All right, Azravona.
Yeah, I guess.
Azravona, you wake up and you like see like Nathan sitting on a rock with his spear out, sharpening it with another rock, staring hunched over intently, like he just found like a main course.
I'm going to stand up, look at Nathan, say, go sit over here and take a nap.
I feel like you need a water bottle. Bad!
Bad druid.
Bad!
Don't look at me like that.
Don't be like that. Just a piece of meat.
He is unhappy.
So do you just go to sleep just fine? Like you don't do anything weird? You're just weird?
Who are you asking?
Like do you do anything weird or are you just weird?
I don't do anything weird. I just like keep an eye on them and I like mull things over in my head.
He
That,
just is weird.
you're so fucking creepy. I love you. Okay, next. Azravana, what's going down?
Way too well.
That's what concerns me. I need to tell your girlfriend about that.
She's right here.
She's been listening the entire time.
She's not concerned.
You guys have a really weird delay, so.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so Azravana, what goes down tonight?
She's
I'm
probably
gonna go listen now.
check with Mira.
She's what?
She's probably checking in on Mira and whatnot.
They're easily out of your 100-foot radius, so you can't actually like look through. Because 100 feet isn't actually that far,
Yeah.
but they've exceeded. Like you can't see through her eyes or anything.
Yeah. So now I know how far away they are.
Yup, at least 100 feet in some direction.
At least. Out of my range.
Is that what I want to do tonight? Is there anything else?
Now she's gonna, like, occasionally check on Nathan because she's paranoid now.
He's fine.
What you
Osmond,
guys are all worked up about.
Cyrus, anything you want to do tonight?
Cyrus is up next.
Yeah, I'm up next. No, just my usual cleaning my instruments, maybe attempting to get that melody more figured out since it has recently played in my head.
Roll perception.
Perception. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ooh, okay. That is not terrible. That is, fuck, what is my perception? 19. Oh, Lord.
You find yourself falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You start to have a dream.
God, this song gives me so much anxiety. Thanks. Continue.
You start to have a dream. You walk through this garden, like a royal garden. Roses. Your mother's favorite. For some reason, that comes into your mind. You open the gates of a palace, and you see a throne room with a long red carpet. A long red rug, like the kind you see at like the Golden Globes, I guess.
Alright.
With a throne, a solitary piano sits in the middle. Some woman is playing.
I know he's creepy. It's fine.
Some woman is playing. And you see a man who looks a lot like you, but with a different hair color.
Mm-hmm.
Holding a child in his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing a little, side to side. And he's humming. And you get closer. And you reach for the child. And you see these locks of black hair. The same color eyes as yours. And right as you start to piece something together, the dream stops.
Of course it does. Of course it does. All
You
right.
wake to Osmond's shift.
Hey, me.
All right, then.
Hey, Osmond. How you doing?
Hey, it's me.
It's you.
It's a me.
It's a me,
It's a me. Anything you
So
want to
I'm
do
just
today?
I just kind of very drearily kind of start flipping through a book and just kind of read a little bit. Just relaxing.
Yeah, it's time for a good night's sleep.
Just waiting for Nathan to wake up.
Oh, do you do like the parent thing where you like sit in a chair and you swivel around back when they walk in late at night and you turn the lights on with your cup of coffee?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been waiting for you.
He's already done it once to Cyrus. Now he's got to do it to Nathan too.
Where have you
Calling
been?
the Incredibles.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's Mrs. Incredible.
Yes.
He's Elastigirl.
Yeah, so I just flip
Oh, yeah.
through my book and just kind of wait for anything interesting to happen or for Nathan to wake up, either or.
You have a pretty, aside from like recent events and your adopted son trying to maybe kill you, you actually have a pretty okay sleep. Considering.
Mm-hmm.
You still feel like that pit in the back of your head, but it doesn't like draw you in or anything.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of just like there if I want sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
The morning comes, surprisingly nobody's dead, I think. Nathan, unless you
Yay.
have like anything else to tell me right now.
Nathan probably wakes up, realizes the number of people in the room, and just kind of stretches.
So once I see Nathan get up, I'm kind of just like, so you're gonna kill me, or do you have to worry about casting this spell again? What's going on?
Got places to be.
In all honesty, I know you guys outnumber me if I summon some friends.
Good to know. Well, let's get a move on. I'm not a mover right now. I'm still absolutely exhausted.
Alright, let's go.
You want me to carry you on my back with... Actually, no. I use conjure animals to create a giant toad.
Okay.
What is the purpose of this toad?
I'm like, well, now you have a steed. For an hour, that is. I can recast it later.
Spider.
Oh, would you prefer that? I can bring one of those.
Absolutely not. And I just climb on the toad.
You fucking creep.
You gave me fire.
I love it.
I didn't know you'd be so good at being a fucking creep. Anyway, just saying that if I need anyone's skin to crawl, I'll just give you a call. So,
Oh my god.
you, and I can't believe I'm saying this, mount the toad. It gives you, like, the slower hops, so it's not, like, trying to, like, buck you off of it like a bronco.
Mm-hmm. But at least we're not moving at, like, a half speed now, right?
Yeah. Azravana.
Yep.
Did you wake up in game, or are you still, like, role-playing and you're still dead in real life?
No, she woke up in game.
Oh, okay, in game.
She's not me. She's not me.
She's not you.
She wakes up when she needs to.
Okay, so where are you guys going towards Falgernon? What's going on?
Yep.
All right.
I'm back.
You begin your journey. Vola. Dea.
Yay!
Mira.
Squeak.
Thank you. So, you're on the final leg of your journey today. I need you guys to roll a survival check.
Alright. Natural 20.
Ew.
Jesus Christ. So, you make your way past. You swear you see some sinister looking lights like you saw that one night.
I don't go near them.
And you do the following.
That's what I hope so.
Around.
No.
Hayes learned her lesson.
Alright, so high five through the screen, through the states.
Yeah.
And you actually find your way towards the gates. Arlen seems to be very out of it, seeming... you don't actually know how long he spent in that rage. But he seems to be very keen on just being passed out. It's probably the first time he's slept in a very long time.
That's good.
You guys actually find your way towards the gates. What are you doing?
Dea approaches one of the guards. It's excuse me, we have a fallen King's Guard. He needs immediate medical attention.
It's a lot of help.
The guards, a guard like adjusts his helmet a little bit, and he walks up to you guys, like right as they were about to be like, "Who goes there?" They stop, and so one of them like comes up to you and expects and seems to recognize Arlen immediately, and he has a spear in hand. He turns, "Get a cleric, quickly!" And so
I just want you all to know, and I'm gonna like talk to the guards, and I'm like, there's like some sort of a spell on him. Like right now he's passed out, but he was in a complete rage that we couldn't break him out of. Just so you know.
It was the work of Minotaurs.
Minotaurs. I don't. Get a cleric and a full company if you can muster it. One of the it seems he has a squire on hand, I guess. Nods like, "Yes, sir," and runs off into the town proper, and immediately a bunch of other guards get out and they start to wrest Arlen from your grasp. Like they wait for you to for help, getting them on a gurney makeshift thing with cloth and 2 sticks.
Okay.
A few of them seem pretty well armored, both of them with spears, and you see them start to make their way into the city. The gate remains open should you want to go in as well.
I'm gonna turn to Dea and be like, "Do you want to go in, or should we go back to find them? Since we're not carrying him anymore."
I think at least we should probably follow suit to see what happens with Arlen. I don't think it's wise if one of us just go back alone.
Yeah, let's stay here. I also want to let his dad know.
Right. If you want to go see his dad, I'll follow the guards as much as they'll allow me to.
Okay. So I'm gonna head down there.
Alright, so you're gonna go down to the general store where Arlen's father was, and you're going to Rasthias was, and you're gonna go to follow them to see what happens with the cleric. Alright. So you guys go do your thing, and we're gonna head back with Group A to see where their journey is taking them. So you're on your frog, which has actually your frog has long since vanished. Not a phrase I thought I'd say. And everybody, you make your way as best you can towards Faldron. I want you guys go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Okay.
Is this
my arms are full of cat.
Advantage? What were you saying?
Do I get advantage with this, with my background?
No. This isn't familiar territory.
Survival.
Okay. So then, it's going to be a 17.
17?
Is this all of us? Or?
Yeah, all of you.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
The first roll was
A nat 20 on
second
survival.
roll was not.
Yeah!
Cool, that's great, because I got a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
17 you said?
Oh wait, no, I got a 13.
13? Okay. So, weirdly, thanks to Asravana,
That's weird.
She carries everyone in here.
Oh yeah.
so between Nathan and Asravana, you are able to carve away. Osbin, you're still recovering from your wounds and you're exhausted. Cyrus, you seem strangely otherwise distracted, and so right as you go to trip over some branches or whatever, or as you start to go a direction, you have Asravana pull you aside, and wait, and you see a small group of bandits start to walk towards the direction of Fort Duncan that you would have run right into had she not been looking out.
Thanks.
What do we want to do about this?
Say again?
So what do we want to do about this?
Pass. We're in no state to take them on right now.
Maybe not you.
Maybe yeah, I was just gonna say maybe you're on that.
Alright, fine.
I'd rather
We'll
not
charge in, take care of them.
pick fights.
How many?
Or we could just sit here and not even worry about it. Walk right past them.
Yeah, how many of them are there?
You see 6.
6?
Nope.
They outnumber us. I say we sit here and wait for them to pass. We have to go to Fort Duncan later anyways.
Well,
True.
husband's always giving the orders.
Because there's logic behind them.
Yeah. Sure.
I look at Nathan.
Fine, Your Highness. We'll sit here and we'll wait.
You have a better suggestion, Cyrus?
Nuke 'em. I have a couple spells that could just destroy them.
I would love to, but I kind of want to save my firepower for Fort Duncan.
I technically only need one spell, but if you guys want to set this one out, that's fine. We can save our strength.
Let's save it for the bigger leagues. These are the small fry. Let's not waste our power on the small ones.
Arguing.
True.
Let's keep moving.
After a while, I imagine trophies of the same type of person don't have the same luster. We'll set this one
So
out.
what's the point of art?
Exactly.
And Osmond just starts hobbling forward.
I imagine you with a cane, kids these days and their trophies, and
I thought we were
Everyone's gonna go with them.
everybody's gonna go
Away from the bandits.
away.
I thought we were waiting here until they passed. Now we're moving forward. I'm confused.
Well, they did.
Away
He
from
was.
the bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
No,
just
I know.
Like they were walking
straight
by.
forward.
no,
towards
he's
them.
being sarcastic towards Osmond.
God didn't
I
even
thought
know.
we
I'm
were
sorry.
sitting here and waiting. Now we're moving
You know
forward.
what, Cyrus?
You're giving very.
I don't need your shit right now. If you're tired with me, you can go. Take Nathan, take Azarana, go.
I just give Sai a look.
Girls are both pretty.
You want to head up? I'm willing to head up to the city.
When the necromancer is creeped out, something is wrong.
You weren't there.
You weren't there.
You're
Thank you, Dan.
there.
Thank you,
Let me
Nazareth.
live my life,
Perfectly
Mom!
capable of taking care of myself. So if you all want to go, and you're tired of whatever it is I have to say, even if there's a reason behind it, go. I don't care. I'm sick of both of you right now. Cyrus, I barely even listening to you anymore. So,
Feelings
if you
mutual.
two want to go, go.
Can y'all take
just
this
gonna keep
aggression
I'm
and
gonna
put a
keep-
pin in it?
I'm gonna keep hobbling towards Faltron.
Please
Whether
tell me
they
Azravana said that out
outpace
loud.
me,
She
it's up to
did.
them.
She did.
What did she
What
say?
did she say?
Take that aggression and put a pin in it, please.
Put a pin in what? I mean, I have a couple pins. They do different things.
Osmond's walking.
Just stop.
Follow the leader, I guess. Let's go. And I walk past him. I'm heading off. I walk.
Nathan, just with a big grin, follows suit.
Oh dear God.
Alright, so both Nathan and Cyrus are just gonna go outpace that, Osmond?
Oh, no, we're following.
Yeah, no, we're following. We're following the
Okay.
leader.
Oh God.
No, I thought you said that you walked past him.
Yeah, I thought you said that
Oh
too.
no, sorry, no. I just walked
Okay.
behind him. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
weird to hear
got it.
you two be civil, even though it's out of character.
There's a difference between player and character.
Oh, I know. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
funny. Just like I associate the voices. Anyway.
Got it.
I guess when Azravana starts saying shit.
So, we're just going, for the sake of brevity, we're going to go ahead and say that, unless that anyone wished to do something crazy, your trip,
Question: Do we take another rest, or are we
you
gonna
do.
keep going?
In the meantime, you do take another long rest.
Because if we take another rest, that brings me down to 1 point of exhaustion, and my speed is no longer halved.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So,
Because all it would have taken is just the way the traveling worked, and because of your expert survival lead by Azravana.
That's wild.
Literally. You're able to make camp unless anything weird wants to happen during camp time.
No, Nathan will restrain himself.
You fucking creep. Okay, so you keep going.
I
you
like
wake up.
that we're becoming friends now. This is so great.
Azravana wants to slap the shit out of me right now.
Oh, I want her to break and actually do it, please.
You make your way
Do
towards
it.
the gates of Faldernon unless any of you want to do anything during that night or during the rest of the trip.
so
There's-
how much longer of a journey did it take since we were slower?
Since you were slow, because normally it's a 2-day trip, and because you went like half speed the first day,
For 1 day?
yeah, you went half speed, and so it would have still taken like a night's sleep, and then you could have finished the journey today.
Okay.
So like you're going and you take your rest, and then you go, and by the end of the day you can reach Faldernon.
So this would be like a day after
Yeah.
the rest of them get there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless anything weird wants to happen, we're going to go ahead and say that you reach Faldernon with the gates. The guards don't seem to stop you, seeming to have remembered your faces, even though one of them seems a little leery at your approach, Nathan.
Is everything alright? That's in character.
He looks at your eyes. Is everything all right?
I mean, I was asking you, you were giving me a look. I just didn't have something on
Oh,
me.
yeah, sorry. You had one on your face. I'm sorry. It was just like you. I didn't want you to walk into a strange situation. You know I care. Gates? The gates start to rise a little bit. Like you hear the clinking of the gears.
I think Solomon needs to be more careful with his food, but you know, he never listens to me.
Oh no, I had a problem back when I was a kid, and you know my uncle got it taken care of, and it's like this isn't a problem. Anyway, would you guys have a good day over here in Valtron? I'm just gonna go back. And he like starts to like he has like a book, and he's just like flipping through it really quickly.
And as
Let
Nathan
me
walks
get out of
through,
this situation.
as Nathan walks through, he's just like, "Stay safe."
Okay.
Don't
He
like
just walks
this. I don't like this.
I'm expecting... He's the Joker right now. And I'm expecting him to go in, and you're all gonna go into the hospital, and all of a sudden, all the walls are gonna get blown up with napalm.
I just like pull.
I
I just show my ass cheek, and I'm like, "You want to know how I got these scars?"
You take 89 points of psychic damage.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Immediate arrest. Immediate blockade.
The game is over. Eliza wins. You're all dead.
Oh god.
Anywho, you guys get it. You guys get into the city, and we're gonna actually jump to a day prior in which Vola, you go and you want to check on Rastias.
Yes.
All right, so you make your way. It's in like the square of Ciceron, his general store. And so you go in the pretty small establishment, and you see that Rastias is actually not working. You see a few of his hired help in managing the store at the moment.
Is the guy who owns this place around?
A sandy-haired boy, maybe his 18th year, maybe his first job ever, steps up behind the counter. He's just like, I think the owner,
Yes.
Rastias. He is. I think it's his day off today. I think he's at his house.
I need to talk to him. He told me to find his son, and I found his son.
Oh, you're the and a gnome like steps in, like on this ladder that has wheels, like scooched over and like inserted herself in between like you and the new guy. Just like, the boss told us that you to be waiting for you. He's actually at his residence. It's over up in Faldrenon, in one of the lower rings. It should be easy to find. I can write his address for you if you want it.
Yes.
She gets a quill and parchment. She scribbles something down, and she hands it to you.
Sweet. So I take it, and I say, thank you. And I do this, I go, I leave. I just like turn around and leave. I don't even know.
It's been a stressful 24 hours.
I haven't even gotten to de-stress by drawing some pictures yet.
What's happening?
She's almost died. We've got exhaustion, walked through the night. It's like Nathan's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, guys, Nathan's great. What are you talking about? Nathan is only improved.
You make your way to the healer's tent. You go actually in a direction of Ciceron. Ciceron is like where all the farmland is, and it's where a lot of troops are actually deployed to supply the wall. You go not towards the center, but like a little actually more on like the outskirts, a little closer to one of the walls. And you see barracks, and you see soldiers marching, each with like identical spears, a few with some bows. And you see them like drilling and walking in formation. Some like archery practice on a distant field, and you find this medium-sized tent. Like, it's not huge. It seems to be like where the combat like clerics reside, like the medics that you put like on the front lines. And you see they bring Arlen in on the little gurney that they fashioned, and he starts waking up, and he starts getting aggressive. And they put him, they get him inside the tent really quickly, and they put him on a table, and they instantly tie him down. You see a Goliath. This woman, this giant, glide through the room, and she says, "Get out of the way." And she has this weirdly beautiful like platinum hair that goes down to like just her shoulders. She's wearing like fine leathers and like an apron that's like stained with blood. She holds her hands out, and she furrows her brow. She's confused as she starts like moving her hands like hovering like above him, like moving her hands like up and down his body just to see where the source is. The guards remain and they hold him down as he starts to like throw this fucking tantrum, starting to move the table. And a few of the other patients start to ask questions. What is that? What is going on? And the Goliath woman stops and asks, "What happened to this man?"
We found him with 4 Minotaurs. From my limited knowledge, I think he's in a sort of rage, something induced by them. Our cleric was able to calm him for a short time so we could get him to here, but something...
To calm him? 1 minute, child. She touches like the top of his head with just her thumb and places the rest of her hand on the top, and seems to cast a similar spell that Osmond cast, in which the fighting stops. He seizes up, and then he softens again. Well, that seems to have worked for a time. What is your name, child?
Dea, my lady.
She looks down, and she actually, like, kind of kneels a little bit, just to get, like, a little bit on her eye level.
Yeah.
Minotaurs, you said?
Yes.
Strange. I did not know they frequented this part of the world.
Found him to the east of here.
The east.
We were searching for him because he went after an ogre named Elf Killer. But when we found the location where the ogre would be, the ogre was dead and the 4 Minotaurs and him were performing what looked like a ritual. Again, something is wrong. Obviously. He's in some sort of madness. At least that's what our cleric told us.
I have a few spells I could try. Oh, apologize for my manners. I am Akthi.
No worries. Nice to meet you. I just hope we can do something.
Indeed. I'm close friends with his father, and I'm sure he'd like to know that his son is, for all intents and purposes, safe.
My friend was going to go find him. She was asked by him to find him, so he should hopefully know about this soon.
Well, that's good. Well, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but it seems I'll be working overtime tonight.
If there's anything I can get you, honestly, I have nothing to do right now except for I can help.
Come, child. She shows you where the source lied, like where in his head it would be. The kind of training that's normally reserved for like Domain of Light clerics, like the kind of training that is reserved for medicine. She starts to give you a bit of a primer on. She uses this. She guides you with the hand of a teacher, seeming very eager to take up, if anything, just a brief student.
I'm
Vola.
Very willing to learn.
Vola.
Yes.
You make your way into Falgernon. You find like these houses that are like basically apartment complexes, basically, that are like built on top of each other. You find Rostias actually, like you go up to like knock on one of the doors and you find Rostias like in the street with like a few bags.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna ask if he needs any help with the bags.
The old dragonborn, he's like hunched over a little bit, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh, if you don't mind helping an old man out." He gives you like a couple bags. They must weigh a few pounds in most. He has a few, like 10, and he gives you like 4.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna say I ended up finding your son. My friends and I, we did. He's alive, but he's not okay.
He looks surprised.
He had been sent out on a mission by the king to kill an ogre. And something happened where some Minotaurs got to him. Was he a ranger or a druid?
He has a companion. He hunts with him often.
You cut out. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
He has a companion. They hunt together often.
Yeah, the Minotaurs affect people who are connected to nature, and they just make them see rage. We brought him, and the clerics are gonna try and fix it, but he's alive.
He starts, like, a tear starts to, like, well up in his eye. Come in. He leads you into his house. A modest place, pretty small, but he seems to have decorated it well, and it is surprisingly warm. He puts his things down around the center of the room, and he goes into the back room. Towards his bedroom, and he like rifles through a few dressers, a few drawers, and he gives you a sword.
What is this?
This, it's like it's in a scabbard, and it's wrapped in like burgundy cloth. An old family heirloom, a sword that does not get used, and I think would serve well in such an honorable adventurer such as yourself. I haven't a lot of money, and I would like to return the favor somehow.
Thank you.
No.
And she has no idea what to do. She goes into her bag, pulls out some paper real quick, just draws a very quick sketch of his son, but happy and next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll performance.
It's wholesome.
16.
You draw a very nice, you've started to, adapt your own style. It's a rough sketch. You didn't get the time to make, your usual, details and erase all the lines. But you made a very nice sketch of him and his son.
Aww. Nice, and I'm like, this is for you, just because I feel weird accepting something without giving you anything.
He takes it, and he presses it to his chest. Thank you so much. And he not wanting to fold the paper up, he puts it on a counter, and he puts things on top of it so it doesn't fly away. He's like, I have to go see my son, and he runs out of the apartment, and he's waiting for you to get out so he can lock it.
Cool. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be and he is not okay right now, just so you know. He's alive, but
knowing he's alive is enough for me.
Okay.
I have no family, and he's all I have left.
Okay, he'll be with the clerics.
He hurries off. As fast as an old dragonborn can. What do you do?
Hopefully the speed Osmond was traveling at.
The speed Osmond is traveling at.
Yeah. Hello? Feelings? Where have you been?
It's been so long.
Vola, what's next for you?
Well, I think I'm gonna walk up to where the clerics are too, but I'm not gonna go into the tents or anything. I'm actually gonna sit outside underneath a tree, and I am going to draw the Battle of the Minotaurs in a series of 3 pictures. And this is something I'm gonna be working on throughout the day as well.
This is what you're doing in pastime. So we're going to cut to you guys appearing at the gate, because this is the day after all this just happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I was going to say, as soon as we went inside the gate, Oswin was going to cast Sending to Dea and just say, "We're back in town. Where are both of you, and how is Arlen?"
You have been if I might speak for you.
Yeah.
You have been spending a lot of your time actually with Agthi in the tents. You're very interested in seeing how the madness might have affected his mind and his body, and she's been showing you more improved ways to stitch up some wounds.
Excellent. Yeah, that's pretty much... If Lowell spends her whole day kind of like drawing and stuff and outside of the tent, I'm going to spend mine as much as assisting her and learning as much as I can. So I'm guessing I'd still be in the tent when I get this. Yep.
I imagine you have like a small ponytail going, like sleeves rolled up, like all that aesthetic.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Osmond, I'm so glad to hear you're okay. I am Arlen. He is okay. They have him bound. He's being looked at by a very, very attentive cleric. We are at where are we at? Like where I'm guessing. Just like
you're you're by the barracks in the healer's tent.
Okay, Noodles where we're at. I'm not sure where Vola's at. I'm guessing I haven't.
You do know where Vola's at. She's right outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Vola's here with me. Okay, good. Vola's here with me. Arlen is being...
25 words.
Oh, okay. Well, Noodles and then 25 words. I gave that.
Arlen's being...
Arlen's okay. We're in the tents. Come find us.
Yeah. Telegram. Beep.
I'd assume since I'd been here before, I'd know where that is. Yes?
Oh yeah, easily. 100%.
Okay. I'll just turn to Nathan and Cyrus. Do you want to get us a room at the inn we stayed at? Or just for a night, and we'll leave in the morning?
Sure.
I'll flip him 5 gold.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna go see how Arlen's doing. I'm gonna head off towards the tents.
Cool. And I turn to Cyrus. So we're bunking up again?
I'm okay with that if you want.
I'm fine with that.
Alright.
I'm assuming Mira would have come back to me now.
She would have, yeah. Right. Having sensed that you were in range, she left Diceaholics and came to find you.
Vanna, what are you gonna do?
Now I know my zombies are gone.
Yeah, now you know your zombies are gone.
I'm gonna go head over to the tents. All frustrated.
Alright.
I'm so sad my dead things are gone. I'm gonna go around living things.
Pretty much.
Cool.
So, Nathan, Cyrus, what's going on?
We're going back to the inn, I guess. Then we stayed up before.
Alright. So you make your way up to Falgernon. Osbin, Azravana, you find Vola outside the tents, like, as you're looking around. You also see, like, all of the soldiers, like, you see them, like, doing their usual exercises, marching in time, practicing archery, and you do find Vola sitting outside a tent.
Huh.
Working on some drawing.
Hi.
Is Arlen inside?
What?
Is Arlen inside the tent? Yes.
Yeah. He is. His dad, I think, is in there too.
Right.
His dad was very happy that he was alive, and that we brought him back.
I knew he did a good thing.
And as you if you happen to glance, because she's not hiding it. So the series of drawings that she's working on right now. So I have the first one. You can see, and they're just rough sketches of all of them. So these are they're just basically her plans. So the first one is when we first entered the cavern, seeing Arlen covered in blood, surrounded by the 4 Minotaurs. The second one is like a self-portrait, sort of the battle and her almost dying and having to use the, that ability that she has to not die. The third one is going to be a portrait of Nathan with the rage in his eyes, staring at in the corner you can see that it's Dea holding up a bow or whatever, with the poison thing, and just the rage in his eyes of his rage looking at her. And then the fourth one is of you reviving Arlen.
Okay. So that's after Osmond kind of sees this. Thank you for, well, thank you. You know.
She nods.
And she's had a few days to work on these, so they actually look quite polished.
I've been working on them. I don't say that in character. That was just me. Bola says, I think it's important.
They look good.
You go into the tent.
Can I also have a real quick, like, out of character moment?
Always.
That's the first time Bola and Osmond have ever talked to each other.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh my god! Just want to throw that out there.
These are my best friends, and I have never spoken to him.
We've been doing this campaign for over a year now.
We started playing through 2018.
Oh my god.
This is the first time Bola and Osmond.
Okay, I just needed to point that out because it was
No, that's great. Yeah.
No, that's great. I mean, it's
Osmond's
only
just
been
kinda
been a few months in game time, but I don't think that makes it any better.
Osmond's just kind of be like, well, I'm gonna go check up on Arlen and see if there's anything I can't learn to try and help Nathan.
Yeah, and I know Daya's been helping in there too.
Right.
Why do I do anything for you people? Azravana, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
He's just kind of hanging out now.
You're just chilling, or you're just like staring at Vola stare at you?
No, I was gonna kind of like sit behind and maybe watch her draw if she was okay with it.
Oh. Is she okay with it?
And Osmond heads inside the tent.
Vola. The finger.
Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a note. I don't know if like you guys know. This doesn't account to stream people. This is just for like us. But inside Fantasy Grounds, there's like a notes page, and I've been writing. There's a note in there by me that has all of the pictures that Vola's drawing.
Oh, yeah.
But I've got Z to push to talk. So if I push Z while I'm in that page, then it's just like gazillion Z's across the entire. So I'm sorry. That's why it took me a minute to respond. I had to come back to Discord.
Anyway, so you enter the tent, and the calamity has much calmed down in this past day. Arlen seems quite stitched up. There's just kind of blood on him anymore. You see Agtha seems a little less attentive towards him and is like going around doing other patients, and you're just like making sure he's okay. Rastias is gone. He seems to have like gone to like get lunch or something, because it's around like noon. Osmond, you see this? You see your lady friend totally fine over the guy that like helped almost kill you. So there's that.
Osmond just kind of like walks over to Daya, over next to Arlen. He still just looks absolutely exhausted, but not as bad as before.
Oh, Osmond! Oh, thank God! And she kind of gives him a little hug and just looks at him. How are you doing?
I don't know why I volunteered to stay behind. Osmond just looks like this motherfucker.
We've done a good thing. We've done a good thing.
How's Arlen?
He's doing Agtha, right? DM?
Mm-hmm.
Agtha. She works wonders. He's calmed, but I'm not quite sure. He might need to talk to her cleric about the details, but
You see a large Goliath woman, like on the other end of the tent, who seems to be like writing on some like clipboard.
Here, I'll introduce you. And so Dave takes his hand and guides him over. Miss Agtha, this is Osmond. He's our cleric.
She looks and looks down. Oh! She kneels down again like she did with you, Dea, and she's just like, I am Agatha. It is a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure as well.
She goes to like shake your hand, and as you like go through the motion, she's very careful not to like crush you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I help you with anything?
I just wanted to see how I was doing.
The Dragonborn boy.
Very deep-set problems with his mind.
Yes. Not as much anymore. Well, if you are, I imagine you were there when he was cursed. She looks over to Arlen. He suffered from a madness only the Minotaurs can incur. A spell of greater restoration was required, which is a higher magical capacity than I am normally capable of. But it seemed to do the trick.
I would have done it myself. I still haven't gotten to that point of proficiency.
We all move at our own time.
I'm really curious about it because one of our other friends has been affected in a similar way. Not quite so violent, but...
If it is an effect of madness, he must be treated immediately. It is... You cannot possibly comprehend how they will act. Is he supervised?
Dea looks at him because he's
supervised by Cyrus.
I didn't want to make any immediate motions against him. Because I didn't want to make immediate motions against him. I was afraid doing so would push him away and we wouldn't be able to find him again.
That is fair, but on his own, if he gets away, he could do irreparable harm. He must be brought here immediately.
I sent him to the inn with one of our party members. If he's still there, it'll take a lot. I don't hear.
It looks at Osmond. Is he with Cyrus? She just has this defeated look on her face.
And this would be the time when the Curb Your Enthusiasm plays.
Yeah.
Agatha stands up straight. We must get him here right away. Guards!
No.
Husband just kind of like looks down. He says something in Dwarvish you don't understand.
Oh no. Dea just goes, oh no.
I was very tired. Straight.
She puts a hand on his shoulder. Osmond, you're exhausted. It's okay. We shouldn't have to babysit, but
if we could get an accompaniment of guards to come help us, I highly doubt he will come willingly.
Then we should get a group together immediately. Do you know what inn he stayed at? She rushed past you in like a motion of like walk and talk sort of deal.
I do. He stayed at the that inn.
That one.
That
no,
one.
The one.
The
one that caught fire.
Oh yeah, that one.
Do you remember it? Or do you need to roll to remember
history
it?
checks.
Can I roll to remember it?
Yeah, make a history check.
Oh fuck! I still have a point of exhaustion. Okay, first roll's good.
I'm spending my inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, so in total it's a not bad. It's a 19.
Sleeping Lamb.
The Sleeping Lamb Inn.
Another place? She goes out, and Vola, Azravana, you like feel like this rush of wind as someone like just exits the tent, having seen this woman for like the first time, Azravana.
As we're going past him, like, Vola, we may need your help.
I put my things away, and I put them into my portfolio all nicely, making sure that they're not like getting bent or anything.
She has a word with one of the guards. She whispers something to one of the guards, and the guards like all look to each other. You order men? They like slam like the spears down, and they all go off like towards the direction of Falternon. Do you guys go with? Or?
Follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dea, as they're passing Vola, Dea kind of whispers to Vola, Nathan is alone with Cyrus, and he needs to get here ASAP to get healed.
Okay. Yeah.
Convey the urgency.
Yeah, so Vola's going a little bit quicker with putting her stuff away, puts it in her bag, and gets going.
Everyone is like, my bad. I probably should have went with the stupid boys.
The stupid boys.
Hey,
Cyrus, Nathan.
I have a. Hold on, what is my intelligence?
Cyrus, Nathan.
Intelligence 12.
You guys are going up
What a good it's doing you.
You guys are going up to the tavern, and you're like just like walking up the steps, and you just get into like the confines of Falternon. And Cyrus, you turn, you start to say, "So Nate," and you turn around, he's gone, and that's where we're gonna break.
Shit.
Good job, Cyrus!
We'll be back. And we're back.
Wow.
Me too.
Stop.
So, last we left off, Nathan was hiding away because he's crazy. Probably gonna go blow up a hospital, tie some
Whoa.
dame onto a railroad track,
Fuck.
twirl his mustache a bit. All right,
He doesn't have a mustache, he's shaved.
That's right. So last we left, actually, Cyrus, you saw that he was gone.
Yeah, I turned around and he was gone. So I'm gonna say, well, fuck, and I'm gonna walk in and get the rooms anyway. At the
Priorities!
There's a reason. There's a reason. Hold on.
Shrug.
Hold on. Wait till we get there.
Okay,
There's a reason.
so you make your way to the inn. Okay, like the same little hole in the wall, Lamb's Rest Inn you found.
Yeah.
You go to the innkeeper, and he doles you out the normal room.
3 rooms.
3 rooms. And I believe that was last time 10 gold total? No, it was less than that. I had the prices written down.
I don't remember.
He charged you 3 gold. He charged you a gold per room.
Cool. I give him the 5 Osmond gave me.
He thanks you.
And I go up to my room. Mine and Nate's room.
Okay. While Cyrus takes a load off, what do you guys do? You're following the
Yeah, we're sprinting to the
guard.
end.
You're sprinting to the end. The guard are like picking up their pace pretty quickly. You get all the way up to Falternon in record time, I might add. And you open up the inn, like the guards like kick the door down, and you see like the little human owner just like, what's going on? As the guards like just file in, and they like take one like stands guard at the door, the other stands guard at the fort, and they just like disperse really quickly. And they seem to let you 2 remaining ones go up the stairs. You guys follow them, and
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I imagine. Sorry, they go up the stairs and they kick the door down to Nathan's room after wrestling up the innkeeper a little bit, and you just see Cyrus.
Just hear Cyrus playing. You see Cyrus playing his violin. Yes. Can I help you?
Where's
Where is
Nathan?
Didn't you guys run into him on the way up?
No.
No!
He said he was hungry. He was gonna go downstairs to get some food. He left literally 10 seconds ago.
Cyrus.
You left him alone?
Yes.
Roll deception, motherfucker!
Inside check on that.
I was just gonna say lying motherfucker!
Roll deception against insight, both of you. Actually,
I was gonna say he's lying for him, but I'm in Dea's mindset. You know, I don't know he's lying, but
Just for
Why do I
fun.
have to have disadvantage on this?
oh shit!
Alright.
Just for fun.
What a day to be sleepy.
Okay, the first roll was a 15 straight on the die.
But you have disadvantage.
The second roll was a 16 on the die, bringing it to a 24 total.
Alright, what's your deception?
29, motherfucker.
Damn it!
Oh my god!
It was a 19 on
Now
the
that
die.
you remember, you recall there was a pretty good food place across the street.
Dare regardless says, you left him alone?
He was going down. He said he was going downstairs.
He's
He would be
in
right back.
a rage!
He said I could time it. If he was not back in 3 minutes, I could go down.
How long has he been gone then?
10 seconds, like I said.
The guards that went to the door and kicked the door down, they immediately leave after hearing, like, 10 seconds. They go down, they exchange a few words, and they disperse. It seems they separate from another guard who goes off towards the castle, and another one who goes down towards the barracks that you just came from to look for Nathan and to presumably warn more guards.
Dea just has her head like in her hand, and she just walks out. She just walks out of the room.
Yeah, Osmond walks out and he's gonna
Besides,
cast
I
something.
think you guys are being harsh on him. I wanted to show that at least one person trusted him.
I
I
stop.
gave him a time.
Major oof.
3
I turn.
minutes.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna be like,
He has been mentally influenced by these Minotaurs. His mind is not right.
he's not.
All he's thinking
like,
about is blood and hunting. He does not see people as people, he sees them as prey. He's the hunter. That's it. He's mad right now. I walk out.
Oh, well, glad I know that now. Thanks for that information.
I told you that before I left.
You said they could affect, not that he was, that they could.
No, we
When-
discussed
no, no,
it. That
Osmond said that right after, like, he was like, yeah,
he said
no,
that out loud?
he's fucked up.
yeah, he said that out
Okay.
loud before Volo left. I was there. I remember.
And I think you guys are being hard on him.
Osmond's
really
gone.
grown to like.
Osmond's gone.
I have really, that's fine. I'm scared.
Volo's gonna walk up
hours.
to Cyrus, and she's just gonna put her hand over his mouth and be like, "You're in trouble," and then leave.
Like that's anything new.
Osmond casts Sending.
Everything I fucking do
To
gets
whom?
me in trouble, so that's not new.
Nathan.
Alright.
Hey, Nate, it's Osmond. Where are you right now?
Oh yeah, that's smart.
It's all cool, buddy. Where you go? Where are you at? You know, wanna hang
Hey
out?
man, how's it going?
How many miles do you think it is to the coast?
Is that a response?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
What is happening right now?
So,
Wait, I have a 25 word limit, right?
Yes.
yes.
So I say, how many miles do you think it is to the coast? Or, I guess the more important question is, how many quills do you think are on a porcupine? Either way, it's irrelevant.
What do you even mean?
I cast it again. Nathan, why are you leaving? Why? You need to come back.
I can't
have a
hunt
job.
around you guys, so I'll hunt on my own.
He's pulling a most dangerous game on us.
DM, do I know which direction the coast is from here?
Roll. Son of a bitch, I hate you. So,
Like,
roll.
I'm talking like north, south, east, west,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like...
Roll survival.
Okay. Disadvantage.
I love this. a lot. I'm having fun.
14.
So if this was America, think of where you are right now as Montana. So you would
Sorry,
go.
say it again.
If this were America, think of this as like Colorado. You would have to
Okay.
go like west to get to the nearest ocean.
Okay.
And the only direction you can go that is west is either you go like back down around New Octavia or you take a airship.
Okay. I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna cast what is nope, not detection. It's I have it right here. It's a thing. Clairvoyance. I'm gonna put a sensor on the west gate of Falgernon.
You can do
I get to look through it. I can. If
you can do that.
it's somewhere I've been, and I'm assuming within a mile. If not, then closest to it I can get within a mile.
I knew when I leveled up I should have got that track person or track object thing, because that would have been glorious right now. But of course, I was a dumbass.
Okay, so Falderon isn't actually far. If you were to do like a mile from exactly where you are, you could get to like the town square of Ciceron. So you'd be able to see. Well, there isn't a west gate. There is
basically my idea is to put this sensor that I can see through ahead of where I think he might be going.
And where do you think he might be going?
Towards the coast.
Towards the coast. So you would be looking to do it at the docks, and you could easily get there in the docks.
Okay.
You see. So you cast out your clairvoyance. Do you have to tie it to an object or just a place? In a location. So I imagine you want to like be able to see the docks, like over it.
I want to be able to see as much as possible.
As much as possible. So you do it a little bit higher. You see all of the ships coming in and out. You make
still enough to be able to distinguish Nathan.
The ships are big anyway, so like you could like get just a little bit high and still see faces quite clearly, and you can see all the ships coming in and out. There isn't a lot between, like a lot lateral between you and like the docks and people. So it's easy to get a good grasp of everything. You, using your clairvoyance, you're able to look out. Make a perception check.
Oh God! Please don't fuck me over.
Cyrus just says, you know, now that I think about it, doesn't he have that thing that makes him super stealthy? You guys might have missed him on the way up. Very possible.
I think you're just talking to yourself alone in a room at the moment.
Oh, I am? Am I? Is somebody there?
Yeah.
Never mind, I'll go back
to Ravana left.
But it doesn't beat a stealth check, I don't think. It's a 19.
It's a 19? You don't see anything. You are very certain you must have seen him. You look through, you scan every face that you possibly can, you don't see him. None of the there aren't any ships in port right now. You see one, however, like in the distance, it's starting to like come in slowly to dock.
Okay. I'm gonna recast clairvoyance and put it on that ship, and then I'm gonna come out of it and noodles to everyone that I think he's going to the coast. And that there's a ship that just docked and he might be heading that way. However, I'm not entirely sure.
One of the guards is still... Because where are you guys right now in the inn? Are you, like, at the ground floor? Are you, like, right outside the room?
Probably on the ground floor.
On the ground floor?
Like,
you
on
hear...
our way out, kind of
there is a guard, it looks like the captain, who's still standing right outside the door. And a squire comes, like, up and, like, runs out. And he runs up and he, like, starts to explain something to the guard.
I go downstairs.
I immediately... I'm kind of making my way over them, too. On about note.
You hear him. Sire, we've gotten word someone has left the north gate.
North gate. Also for your knowledge, DM, I'm out of 3rd level spells. Just a note.
Oh shit.
I have all of mine because I don't have to cast Animate Dead.
I haven't rested at all, have I? I haven't rested at all.
We both
have rested because they got there a day after us, so we had the whole night and stuff.
Okay, so
we're back at full
you're good.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to keep my clairvoyance on the ship just in case, and I'm going to take off towards the north gate.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I noodle this as I'm leaving.
I'm gonna run toward that direction as well.
I'm gonna follow him.
I just follow, I guess.
What, Azravana?
Not as...
Going with.
You're going with?
Not as fast, but I'm following.
Occasionally, as we're going, I'll just occasionally like pop into the clairvoyance on the ship.
Roll perception again.
Oh.
Yes?
I was gonna see if I could send Mira ahead, high up.
You can.
To look towards the north gate.
To look towards the north gate? Alright, so you send Mira ahead. How high is she flying?
What?
How high is she flying?
As high as she can go, where I can still see through her eyes.
Okay, what'd you roll, Osmond?
11.
You see, you can't really make out. You can't find him. You do see the one ship. You see it come into port, and you see like a bunch of people start to like get boxes and like they're starting to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I recasted using my last 3rd level to put it on the ship.
Oh yeah, you see the ship come like has docked. The ship is in port, and you see like some like crew hands like start to get ready and like get some boxes and like hurry it in. You see a bunch of people. You can't make out all their faces. You see them a bunch like start to like crowd on. Nathan.
As we're kind of. Oh, go ahead.
Nathan, roll a stealth check. As Ravana, make a perception check with Mira.
I still have to pass with that trace, I'm assuming. So.
And send it to me privately. Don't tell me.
Cool.
What, mine or his?
His. What'd you get?
I got an 18.
You don't immediately spot anything with Mira either.
That's fine, I'll call her back.
Alright.
So, as we're going, I'm going to use a 4th level slot to cast Sending to Nathan.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, listen, Nathan, if you come back, we'll let you hunt. We're about to go take on Fort Duncan. That'll be the biggest hunt ever. Free for all of goblins, bandits, whatever you want.
Do you really think that's where it ends? That's it.
No. No.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Tell your girlfriend to run now.
Do you noodles that he's saying these things?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's run faster.
Jay's a little white.
Maybe going to Fort Duncan, I don't know.
Sounds like he has better ideas than that.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do?
Running.
Yeah.
I stop in my tracks.
Okay.
I tell them to keep going. I sit down. I pull out all my magic stuff. I have this prepared. I cast Divination.
No way. You
and I say...
fucking cheater. I'm kidding.
Where is Nathan heading right now?
Hang on.
Hang
Check
on.
your messages real quick first.
Okay. 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 So, you feel it. You sit down and you just like dump your bag. You get everything you need for the preparation of the spell. You remove your eyepiece. You remove your symbol, and you pray as hard as you fucking can, as fast as you can, and you feel Ogma's presence. The response is clear. It's muddled. Not because there's something blocking it, because there is uncertainty. You take just a minute, waiting for the reply, and you see a fort in the woods, and you see a cave splattered with blood. Your vision... Ogma is usually a mute god, and is usually keen to show you images.
Sure.
You see a fort, and you see a blood-splattered cave. with hooves outside of it, like hoof prints.
Okay. I'm assuming I recognize these places as Fort Duncan and the Minotaur Cave.
Yes.
Okay. How far ahead is everyone else now since I stopped to do that thing? It takes an action to cast. So
it takes an action?
It sucks.
They're probably not that far, because like an action's like 4 seconds, like total. So like you can like you sit down, dump your shit, pray. You're like okay, and you can like try to go back in. You won't be too far from him.
So I just say he's either heading to Fort Duncan or back to the Minotaur Cave.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Azravana?
What? We're going.
Alright.
I'm following wherever the fuck these guys are going. I'm just walking. Rolling.
Oh, so you would have lost us.
Sure.
Because we're sprinting.
I'm like full on doing the whole like dash, so I'm going like the 60 feet, like, because I'm not fighting anyone right now. I'm doing like 60 feet per like turn every 6 seconds.
Like that hardcore anime run, you see those guys.
Yeah.
With your arms out behind you.
Well, wait, are you anime running or are you Naruto running?
You got that like smoke trail behind it.
The smoke trail. Alright, so you guys, for the collection of you dash out. Dea, you're stopped. You see Agfa, who has her long hair in a braid. You see her like stop you, and she gives you a small little bead. She's like, "Give this to him. When you see him, you'll know what to do." I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button. Did you say it was a bead?
A bead.
Bead. Okay.
A little golden thing.
Okay. Have him ingest it?
Ideally, if you have to beat him over the head with it, that works as well.
She does a firm nod, does a quick bow, and then heads off in the other direction.
You all dash out the front gate. They start to close it, and the three, as you in particular, Osmond and Dea are like bringing up the rear, and Cyrus, they stop. They stop to close. Like, wait! And you have to like dash past them. But they open it for you, and you make your way towards the Minotaur Cave. Nathan, roll survival. Who is leading this charge?
I'm probably the fastest.
Probably Vola.
And who is going where?
Is this my advantage?
Hmm?
Is this with advantage?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna send you a picture of this one.
Was there any order to like the images that Ogma showed me, or is it just kind of could be either or sort of thing?
It could be either or. He was trying to show you 2 locations.
Well, aren't those? Isn't one location on the way to the other one? Because we had to pass it to get back.
Open your
Right,
map.
because it goes with that.
It seems that way.
Cool. So I'm just gonna run toward both of them, and then I'll see if I catch up with him. Because I'm assuming I'm faster than he is.
Yeah. Because you would have to go up somewhat, and then you would go straight south to get to Fort Duncan. Like up somewhat towards the Minotaur Cave, and then just straight south.
Yeah. I will, since Vola is kind of leading the charge on this, and I'm assuming she'll be doing some sort of like tracking to find him.
Yes. Can I roll for tracking?
Sure.
I
Roll
will
survival.
Cast, before you roll, I will cast. Where is it? Enhanceability for Owl's Wisdom.
Oh,
so
okay.
you have advantage on Wisdom checks. So that would include survival.
Sweet.
Thank you. I appreciate.
The clairvoyance has dropped because that is concentration.
What'd you roll?
7.
You rolled a 7?
With advantage? Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the die.
Oh no.
Actually,
That was with advantage?
actually,
Yeah, because I rolled a 1 for the other one.
Wow.
actually,
That sucks.
you start running, and you get to a point where you start to think you could go to either towards Fort Duncan or the cave, and you see a bunch of broken twigs and leaves and a path. Some bushes that clearly have been messed with. You see footprints, and then out of nowhere, the footprints vanish. You see a couple feathers going in the direction of the Minotaur cave.
Direction of the Minotaur cave. I'm gonna keep running toward the Minotaur cave because he turned into a freaking bird.
Okay, Daya's following suit. She's trying her best to keep up, but, you know, she's good 30 paces behind her.
Yeah, Azurvana is, you know, not physically fit. Just like has her skirt hiked up and it's just like running.
Her skirt hiked up. Oh, it's so cute.
Can I imagine both of them at the same time, just kind of trying to do the same thing, skirts hiked up, running through?
This is like the scene in Emperor's New Groove where Yzma and Kronk are trying to beat Cusco and Pacha to the lab.
Yeah.
And you like see like the dots, like the dotted lines like move and like spigglies to the location.
I think that's super accurate.
I just imagine Vola doing like the Captain America, like on your left.
Yeah.
Alright, so night comes. Are we making camp?
It's nighttime already?
Well, like, it takes 2 days to get to the Minotaur cave. Well, it takes a day's journey, and then towards the end of the day to get to the Minotaur cave.
I feel like Nathan will not have stopped because he's a bird now.
Do you guys want to take the exhaustion? In which Osmond will now be at 2 points of exhaustion again?
He hasn't rested, fuck.
I'm making camp. I'm casting my dome. I'm making camp.
Do you think he will stay there if he gets to the Minotaur camp?
Do you think Nathan will run into Azurvana's zombies?
That's a good question.
They are out
That is
here.
a good question.
Oh, zombies!
My speed will be halved if I take this next point of exhaustion, so I'd just be a bird.
We should rest then.
If anyone wants to continue, they can. I'll stay with Osmond.
Cool. My dome goes up. It is up for 8 hours. I'm going to sleep.
Go and take a nap after running for like an entire day.
I guess I'm gonna sit here because
You
You could
wanna
go
keep
forward
going.
if you wanted. You could go forward if you wanted, but you take a point of exhaustion.
I don't necessarily want to
don't-
go forward by myself,
That's fair.
and also
Yeah.
take a point of exhaustion while I'm by myself.
Daya's gonna set up her bedroll, and she's gonna accidentally trip over Cyrus and give him a good kick in the side. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Cy. And then
No worries.
lay down.
So,
It's like, sorry. I'm really sorry.
so as far as you guys know, like, does anyone want to do anything tonight, or is tonight just like sleep faster?
Fuck no, I'm going to sleep.
I think it's just a sleep faster sort of night.
All right.
Yeah,
We're safe inside this dome, so
yeah.
Okay.
Daya's feeling pretty good, so she'll keep lookout on things and just kind of relax a bit.
I'm getting
but
rid of that last point. Exhaustion.
Yeah.
yeah,
Finally.
you need some rest.
You spend this whole session exhausted.
Yeah.
All right, so the night passes so slowly. The night passes so slowly at the crack of dawn. You guys like start to wake, except Cyrus, who's like much slower to wake up, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so what do you guys do?
We go.
You go.
All right,
Book it again, I guess.
lead the way, Bola.
Fine.
On my way,
Let's
be looking for feathers or something like that.
Make a survival
Also,
check.
while I'm running, I'm totally gonna be like stuffing some like rations into my face as I'm running.
Like Animu with like a piece of toast in your mouth.
That's a 16.
A 16. Nathan, make a stealth check.
Cool. I passed Trace would have fallen.
Oh yeah, long ago.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if he cast Pass Without a Trace and we freaking ran past him?
Do I need to... Do I tell you, like...
Text it to me.
Right. Who?
Or anywhere. Like, they can't know. Although I'm sure they'll know by the outcome.
Oh, do I, roll twice?
Why would you roll twice?
In case, it kicked in.
Oh, gotcha. I don't think that's how that works. No, not yet.
Alright.
What was your survival roll?
16.
You see similarly colored feathers fall to the ground. Well, not fall to the ground, but you like see them on the ground.
On the ground. Okay.
In the direction you're heading.
Point them out. Keep going.
Following suit.
Alright. So, as the day progresses, I'm going to imagine... So, Nathan, once you get to your destination, are you resting?
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, so tired. On the bridge of exhaustion, get to the entrance of the cave again. You, who's taking point here?
Probably.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it'd be Vola. I'd be pretty close behind her.
All right, Vola. So you're taking point. You get to the entrance of the cave. Make a perception check.
I would have cast the aid thing again, so you would have advantage on it. The enhance ability.
$15.
15. You see signs. You see a feather, and then a footstep. You see tracks.
I'm gonna follow those tracks.
Closely
Quickly.
behind.
They lead you deeper into the cave where you fought the Minotaurs earlier.
As we're going into the cave, I'm going to hold person.
Roll stealth, Nathan.
Okay.
You can just tell me this time.
11.
So what are you doing in here, Nathan?
He would have tried to, like, druid craft, like, some sort of, like, crude shelter.
Alright, so you see... It's in a cave, so it's not made out of the most beautiful material. Right. You find, like, a little bit of grown moss and mushrooms, like, making up to make some sort of structure that glows ever so slightly in the darkness.
Okay.
And that's what you see. You guys don't see Nathan, but you see the little structure.
I am going to run at it and just take it apart and find him.
I've still got that hold person charged, ready to go. As soon as I see him, I'm letting it go.
Where's that Ravana?
She's just gonna kind of watch this go down.
Alright.
Daya's kind of prepping ready because she's like, she wants, as soon as he gets grappled, she wants to be able to freaking get in there and shove something down his throat.
Alright, so you, like, shoulder charge at the structure. Make a strength check. Vola.
Strength check, yes. I'm not using this die anymore.
Getting that one.
Oh no.
No, I rolled a 7 on the die, so it's just like not good.
So you you slam into the side of the shelter. Nathan,
Still
your
14
surroundings.
though. That's the score. 14.
You slam into the side of the side of the shelter, and it shakes. Nathan, like your surroundings, they are here.
Nathan, come out!
Nate, the sooner you come out, the sooner we can all head back. It'll all be over. Please don't drag this out anymore. It was fun while it lasted, but apparently that's determined to cure you, quote unquote. I don't think there's anything wrong with you, but apparently they do.
Cyrus, shut the fuck up!
At least someone has some sense. And so you're hunting me like an animal? Seems kind of hypocritical given the circumstances.
We're not hunting you, and I'm gonna hit the shelter.
Alright, make a strength check again.
$24.
The shelter collapses. This crudely constructed, Druid-crafted shelter. You see Nathan staring right back at you.
Old person.
Make the save.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Yup, that's a 9.
Fail.
Yep.
Your body seizes up like a magical force just gripping you tightly. You're unable to move.
Okay, I see him seize up. I want Dea to just sprint and pretty much launch on him. Like, she's gonna be sitting on his chest, and she's going to, if she can, shove the bead in his mouth and, like, hold it over his mouth so he can't get it out.
You tackle him to the ground. You straddle either side of him, and you try to open his mouth, which is pretty easy to do considering he is just frozen. And she removes this bead, Nathan. This bead with a soft, glowing gold color. And she tries to shove it down your throat.
I'm going to help.
He's held for a minute.
I can't do
paralyzed for a
anything.
minute.
I'm going to double.
I would never say this in any other circumstances, but Nathan, just take it. Just take it.
Really? No other circumstances?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay, I'll tell your fiance.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think there are any other circumstances Dea would say that in.
There you go.
You shove the bead down his throat, Nathan. All of a sudden, your vision clears. You find yourself calmer. You are no longer affected by the indefinite madness.
And now you just have Dea sitting on top of you, straddling you, basically, with her hands over your mouth.
So, would I have swallowed the bead, or is it just resting in my mouth?
It's resting in your... I mean, they gotta make you swallow it, so you didn't swallow it yet, technically.
Well,
No,
yeah, but he's paralyzed for a whole minute.
You're paralyzed, so you can't really fight it, unless you want to try and make the save. Because if you
Otherwise it would be like...
That's the effect of the hold person is he's paralyzed for the whole minute. He failed
he's
to save.
paralyzed for the whole minute. He say, "Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
no, man, you're screwed. You swallow it. You take it like a bitch."
Take it.
So, like, even after the spell ends, Nathan just sits there.
Dea's holding her
Motionless.
place, and she's just looking at him.
Yeah, Osmond's prepping another hold person.
Can I look at his eyes to see if they're back to normal?
The red
Yeah, I'm gonna
starts to vanish, starts to recede from his eyes. Nathan, your thoughts go to your mother and to Losi.
I think he's getting better. His eyes are not red anymore.
Tears start just pouring out of his eyes.
Oh, that's a different kind of redness.
As he just, like, goes limp.
Okay,
Like, where he
Seeing that
was, like,
Osmond-
propping himself up on his elbows, he just, like, back.
Seeing that Osmond will drop the hold on the spell.
Yeah, Dea takes her hands off his face and then realizes that she's straddling his lap and, like, quickly gets off. Nathan,
Are you there?
Silence. Other than now, irregular breathing.
Osmond's gonna kind of walk over, and he's gonna kind of look down at Nathan. Hold out his hand to take him up.
You notice him. You notice him, and you reach down to help him up, and you see. It seems.
Cut out. Sorry.
It seems in his rage, there was also a bit of a love for Bloodlust. So you see, like, just his arms and hand covered in blood, like it dots his clothes.
Yeah. And I'm assuming I see this as well.
Oh yeah, you weren't aware of it while you were crazy, but
like Nathan is trying to like back away and get as far away from his hands as possible, and trying to like he just starts like having massive panic attack.
Dea tries to kind of hold him in place and kind of like give him like a hat, like, it's okay, Nathan, it's okay.
Nathan's like shaking you off, like, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions. You can choose to fail the save if you want, or you can make it. And I'm basically just choosing the effect to kind of make you indifferent about things.
I'll make it.
Okay, it's a charisma save.
Charisma save.
What was that?
16.
16. That is my save. So you make it. Nathan, it's okay.
I need a minute. I need a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Osmond backs off.
Yeah, Dea backs off.
Same with Bullet. She's also there too, so she's.
I give him his space, and I walk away, and I kind of just sit cross-legged, just kind of letting him have his time, but still keeping an eye on him.
Is there like a dip in the stone at all?
Yeah. Little towards like deeper into the cave, like where Arlen spent most of his time when you were fighting him.
Okay. I cast Create or Destroy Water, and I like am viciously scrubbing my arm.
He raises his arms, and a orb of water starts to manifest and grow, and he drops it on himself and just does his best to clean off the red. You see the streaks start to get watered down, except a lot of his efforts to get rid of it often spread it. So, like, he tries to rub his neck, and the blood spreads. He tries to rub his arm, and it goes higher up.
Osmond turns to Cyrus. Can you help him out?
With what?
Don't you have something that can affect clothing?
Right. I do prestidigitation.
The blood and the water seems to just vanish from your clothing. Like it's just been freshly ironed.
And he just like sits down and puts his head in his hands.
I leave the cave. Go wait outside.
We can't hear you.
Press the wrong button. Sorry, gotta push to talk. The bird stopped screaming. I'm gonna take that off. She just sits next to Osmond and holds his hand while they wait for Nathan to kind of like calm.
Vola's like, she's just gonna like sit down in a corner and she's going to pull out her sketch pad and she's gonna just like start sketching like another drawing of almost like a portrait of Nathan right, like sitting there sad.
Angsty picture?
Angsty picture.
Angsty picture.
Angsty Nathan.
After a little while, Nathan is going to look at his trophy spear and untie the tooth and the hide from it, and take out everything except for one of the Minotaur horns.
You dump him on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I just turn to everyone else, face still puffy and red, and just a different look of it, but kind of deadpan. Can we go now?
Yes.
Bull is just gonna nod and like just kind of get up and just like turn to go.
So Nathan just pulls his hood up, follows them out.
Azravana?
She's gonna follow along. Since the Minotaurs are dead, that magic isn't around anymore, right?
It was, make an Arcana check.
$22.
The magic that was used in the is ritualistic. It is native to the Minotaurs over a certain range, but if the Minotaurs aren't doing the ritual, there is no magic to be worried about.
Okay. Cool. Just need to know. Just in case.
That's a fair.
I could have prevented this whole thing from happening, and I didn't realize it. And now I have that spell prepared.
Now Azravana is wiser and has some experience, you know? It all good.
Cyrus,
Yeah.
what are you doing outside?
No, I'm waiting for them.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
They start to one by one leave the cave. I imagine with Azravana bringing up the rear and Osbin exiting first. You just kind of trickle out.
I'll bring up the rear.
You are now outside the cave.
Folding on it.
Yeah, let's head back.
We've already paid for rooms at the inn. We might as well go use it.
For the sake of brevity, you take your time going through the woods. You're in no hurry. You are worried about bandits, and you evade them with ease, taking your time. Azravana, you think you see flashes of your creations somewhere in the woods, but you're never quite able to find them.
I forgot about that. Oh, God.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that trauma. So, you continue through the forest, entering back through the north gate. You have some trouble with the guards, but you're able to explain it away. Agtha looks to you, Dea, with approval and gives you a smile.
I return it and give her a bow.
And as you enter Faldron, having taken your time, you do get there towards like the end of the day.
So it's been like what? It's 2 days? Back to
Yeah,
Florida?
it's been 2.
Okay.
2 days there, 2 days back.
Rough.
Spend almost a week on this fucking thing. Jesus.
So as night approaches, what do you guys want to do?
Go back to the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get another room.
Yeah, I'm tired. I want to sleep.
I need a bath. I need to sleep. I'm sure Nathan's feels the same way.
You go to the inn, I imagine, all of you, unless anyone has any objections.
I just want to have a quick word. Hey, Nathan, I only paid for 3 rooms because you said you wanted to bunk up while you were still under your thing, but if you want your own room tonight, I would understand. I can pay for my own.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
You go to the inn and you start to pay the
I already paid!
yeah, but
It's been paid.
you paid for 3 nights.
Oh, that's...
Yeah,
I
it's been
paid for
4
one
days.
night. I paid for one night.
Yeah, so we kind of need to pay again.
Yeah.
You go to pay the innkeeper, and he stops you and he says, "I've been instructed by the guard not to take your money for next time I saw you."
Alright, thanks.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
My employer gives his regards. You have the 3 rooms that you initially paid for, free of charge this time.
Dope.
Do you guys bunk up in a similar fashion?
Yeah. I was gonna say before everyone goes to bed, Osmond would probably just kind of stop right around Nathan and just say, "You doing okay, Nate?"
I'm fine.
Alright. Get some rest.
Dea finds a bath. She wants a bath. She really wants a bath.
You're given some pretty nice digs this time, and you actually have a bath adjacent to your room.
Dea walks by husband. I'm gonna take a bath. Wants to take a bath.
Osmond is like just gonna read, and he's gonna go like full intent on studying the mechanics of higher level spells like Greater Restoration.
That is on the list. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pass out on the floor of our room.
No, Nathan's gonna make you take the bed.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna pass out in the bed.
Does anything need to happen tonight, Azurvana? Especially, I haven't heard you've been quiet.
There's not much she can do. She's good at reviving the dead, not preventing people from dying. So she's just gonna kind of, go through her spells, take a note of the one that she has that could have prevented this, and just kind of
star circle underline.
Giving herself kind of a slap kind of deal, like, geez Louise. And do this sort of normal stuff she does.
Alright. Nothing needs to happen tonight?
Don't think so, no.
Unless God is saying something needs to happen tonight.
Oh no, I just want to make doubly sure.
Okay.
For
No,
sure,
unless God has
Dea's not in
plans.
any kind of mood, so...
I don't think the players have plans. It's up to God if God has plans for the night.
Are you kidding? I didn't plan this!
As soon as Day is done with her bath, I think Osmond just puts his shit away and goes to bed.
Yeah. Per usual, you feel a little pit in the back of your head. Not drawing you in, you're totally fine. Everybody gets a good night's sleep. Well, most of us get a good night's sleep.
Sans one person who probably does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he doesn't sleep.
yeah.
Just like...
The morning comes and you all feel rested, mostly. The last several days have been quite crazy. And here you are, the morning after.
Morning after.
So, as we're like getting ready and stuff, I kind of turn to Dea. So, when we make our way over to Fort Duncan, there's someone there who's supposed to have knowledge as to where I might find the one holding my parents.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Well, that's good news? That's really good news.
He's a slaver.
Oh, well. Makes sense.
I just want to give you a warning ahead of time because I don't know how I'm going to handle this.
And she gives him the squeeze on the hand. Don't worry. You're not alone, Oz. We'll find your parents.
Just kind of give her a hug and then finish getting ready and go downstairs.
Alright. How's everyone else waking up?
Super late.
I don't. I'm just like, nah.
Nah, I'm sleeping.
I mean, I am gonna get up because I'm like, this is weird sleeping in a bed. I'm used to sleeping outside, but like, I mean, I didn't want to fight anything. I just wanted to go to bed. I do want to take a look at that sword, though, that that guy's dad gave me.
Right.
They don't have any stats for it or anything yet.
It's true, you do not. So, Azravana, did you mark down the bag in your inventory?
The what?
The bag you found you put in the inventory?
Yeah, I don't know what to call it though.
Okay.
Fuzzy bag?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy bag. You know you can get that identified.
Oh shit, that's right.
I only remind her these things because she literally just woke up.
Wait, what?
Because you literally just woke up. And I feel bad.
Oh, it's been a few hours. I've been awake.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't like how you're...
The god is giving you the
dumb.
upper hand. No. The god is giving you the upper hand. Take it, and hold it.
Your boy Osmond
No,
always has
I know when I'm
identifier.
being dumb. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody.
Should probably,
What's up? What's up?
should probably ask to identify the bag.
Okay. Yeah, if she comes downstairs, we'll probably find Osmond kind of reading, waiting for everyone to come down.
Yeah, is reading her chanting book. It's
And,
more studying.
Once she asks, yeah, I'll cast Identify on.
Okay,
Fuzzy
Senpai.
bag.
She will do that. Go right down there.
I'm so
She wants to know what
glad
the fuzzy bag is.
and so surprised that you asked. Alright, sir.
I'll also I'll do it as a ritual,
Just
so I
ritual.
don't burn a slot.
Yeah. You've been burning a lot of slots in the last few days.
Yeah.
Can I send this to you?
He's a busy man. He's a busy cleric.
All of the burning.
I'm cool.
What did you say?
All of the burning.
Oh,
So much fire. This vodka isn't hitting me like I would want it to.
Alright, you guys, we're actually going to take one more quick break. We shall be back.
Hey, no, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, on stream heard that.
No, whiskey has definitely hit me. No.
Go.
Okay, we're back stream. We're back. Hello, everybody, shut up.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so Azravana was getting her thing identified. Azravana, what'd you get?
I got something fun.
What'd you get?
It's pretty awesome, right?
That's pretty great. I am keeping it. It is a rust bag of tricks is what I got.
Dope. That sounds cool.
Rad.
So I have fuzzy objects in the bag that I can take out and throw at people. And I roll on a die and it'll give me a specific type of animal.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That I can
It's
just
pretty
chuck.
awesome, right?
So you can
I
just
can
throw
go
a
up to
ball.
3.
So you like pick up a ball of fur, throw it, and it could be a squirrel, it could be a rat, it could be a freaking otter, like just something.
No. Here's my list of animals.
A bear.
Ready?
Okay.
Rat, owl, mastiff, goat, giant boar, lion, brown bear.
Well, shit.
Fuck
Giant
the hell,
boar?
yes! That is amazing!
I could do up to 3.
I have a mastiff, so I can concur. Whoever gets that one is effed.
Volo, you wanted to look at your thing too?
I'm excited.
What?
Did you want to look at your thing too? Is that what you were saying before break?
Yes, I want to look at my thing.
Alright, so you unwrap the blade out of the cloth. Ooh, tasty. So, you unlock the blade out of the cloth. It is a great sword. It looks so like thin, but you go to hold it and it looks so thin and lithe. You go to hold it and it still holds the same way a great sword would hold. It has a similar weight, but it's a little lighter. There is a ruby inlaid in the hilt. The craftsmanship is beautiful, and you see like on the actual blade, you see flames. Very small, etched into the side of it. You sense a magical aspect to this weapon.
It's a flame blade.
Shut up. You sense a magical aspect to this weapon, but it's not your thing.
Okay, so do I know what this is called just so I can put it in my inventory on my character sheet? And could you also send me its stats? Because I'm definitely going to switch out my other greatsword for this.
It is the same stats as a normal greatsword.
Same stats? Okay.
Just put, until you get it identified, just call it ceremonial greatsword.
Okay.
So, DM?
Yes.
I remember everything from my Ragey Rage.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So when I wake up in the morning, I, take a really long look at Cyrus, who I'm assuming is... whenever I'm done resting, I take a long look at Cyrus, who I'm assuming is still asleep.
Yeah, he's sleeping in.
Oh, yeah. I'm passed the fuck out.
I just leave the room in a huff and just wait downstairs.
Probably come down to Osmond in the middle of Nirvana's bag. It's 10 minutes for the ritual casting.
There you go. You have your bag. Your Trixie. Tang.
God damn it.
She smiles. She smiles. Neat.
What's going on, you guys?
I want to go down and get some breakfast.
Some breakfast.
Also, I want to see if I can figure out, this cool sword, and I'm going to ask if it has a name.
Who are you asking?
I don't know. I'm going to ask my friends who I should ask. Also, I'm probably going to go and after Yeet, I'm going to go ask the guy who gave it to me what it is.
Are you showing the sword when you?
Yes.
Do I see that it has kind of a magical? Yeah.
Nod.
Okay, so I'll just say, it seems to have a bit of a magical essence. I can identify it.
Oh, okay. I still am gonna want to find out the name of it though. I feel like it has a name.
Where did you get it?
From Arlen's dad.
Oh. He would be probably the best person to ask. Then we
I'm gonna ask him what its name is.
Maybe also check in on Arlen. Hopefully, Agatha was able to help with him.
Okay, so I noodles that to.
Yeah, I sent it to her.
Daya's just chilling and reading, nibbling on whatever she has to eat for breakfast.
Her man.
Relaxing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Later, it's been a stressful 24 hours. There's a moment when there's a mood's right, and that's not the right mood, okay?
Your friend going on a bloodlust is not really
right mood. What's the point?
Thank you. That is prime mood. Particularly if your significant other is the one on the bloodlust.
It's kind of a buzzkill, you know? Kind of a buzzkill. At least today is a buzzkill. Maybe
what kind of friends have got? Have you not had a friend go into a blood race before?
Have you lived?
never had any friends.
What rock have you been living under?
I am that friend. I am the friend who goes into a blood race.
Any whore.
I'd probably be down at this point getting some breakfast, because food.
Okay, cool, but
So
breakfast is not served here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm eating a ration.
So once I finish identifying both of those, I'm going to start shoving a ration. I'll just say,
do you just have a Cinnabon in your pocket?
Yeah.
God, I wish.
That'd be dope.
Can I have a bag of Cinnabon? Who cares about a bag of holding? I want a bag of Cinnabon.
Fuck yes.
Bag of Bag of sin.
Bag of sin.
C-I-N.
Take
Yes. New magical item.
So what's going on right now?
So, are we heading to Fort Duncan today?
I mean, yes, but I want to go talk to Arlen's dad first.
Right.
See how he's doing.
As soon as Vola gets back, we'll head out.
right, Voda.
Sounds good.
You head out to his place of residence, which you remember pretty easily. It's not that hard to... there aren't a lot of quarters like that in Faldrenon. You go, and you find his door.
So I'm gonna knock.
Okay. You knock. You hear a shuffling. Oh, sorry. Oh, that wasn't there before. Who put that there? And then you hear like the opening of the door, and it creaks open. And you see the old bespeckled dragonborn is like, "Oh, my friend, it's a pleasure to see you again." And you like look behind him, and you see like his room it's quite immaculate, very clean. And you see like on the wall behind him, you see like the framed picture you have.
Oh, my heart.
That's precious.
So I'm gonna ask him, and I'm
Sorry, dog was whispering.
You yelled "hey" and it went through both your microphone and my microphone.
Like this double amplified hey.
Too much. Anyway. So I'm gonna say, how are you doing, and how is Arlen?
He's doing quite well. He's supposed to come home in the next few days. I'm getting the place ready for him. He needs someone to look after him after all. At least while he's getting better.
I'm glad that we were able to get him back here and that he's okay. I did have a quick question though about this sword that you gave. Does it have a name?
In Old Draconic, there used to be a term for such a blade. So I wrote it down somewhere. He spends a second, scratches his chin. Veros.
Veros.
In Draconic, it means something you speaking in common might be akin to that of breath of life.
That's beautiful.
Indeed. I'm glad it is in more capable hands now. It's been many a decade since I was able to wield a sword.
Did you use it last?
Only for ceremonial purposes. We come from a long line of distinguished draconians, and then we decided it was best we parted ways.
Oh. And so it's a ceremonial sword. It's a very beautiful sword.
Well, thank you.
The cleric in our group told me that it does a fire thing.
Often, many rituals in Draconia involve fire. It is seen as a life giver. It is quite beautiful when used in the right circumstances.
I will definitely keep that in mind, and I hope that it can help keep me and my friends safe while we try and get rid of the bad stuff.
I look forward to your accomplishments, young Vola.
Thank you. Vol's gonna kind of like start to like feel her nose like she's gonna cry, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, what the fuck is this?"
Can he like inches
not gonna,
towards
say
you?
It out loud, but she's gonna be like.
He like inches towards you, and he wants to like give you a hug.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a hug.
Like old man hug.
Oh,
the best hugs.
Grandpa. I imagine that like Vola has not gotten very many hugs in her life.
So that must feel good.
Yeah.
He after like a few seconds of the embrace, he starts to like loosen his grasp and like, well, I'm sure you have places to go, but don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I'll like if we come back around, I'll come say hi. I'll show you my drawings. Have I shown you all of my drawings yet?
I No, I don't believe you have.
I'm gonna pull out my portfolio and show this guy my drawings.
You spend the next few minutes showing him through your portfolio. He seems to take a fatherly interest almost. Like the kind you like show your grandparents, and they're just like eternally supportive.
We're gonna put this right here
We're
on
gonna
the
put
fridge.
this on the fridge.
Aww.
And like these portraits, they're chronicling like our journey as a party too. So
And he asks you a
it.
few questions about, like, he points out, like, especially the Slod battle, which is, I believe, is like where you started drawing. He asks you a few questions about the Slod, and you answer them. Often surprised that such creatures exist in our realm. And you spend a solid like 30 minutes like going through these with them.
Aww.
I found out that I like drawing and I was good at it. So I decided that I was just gonna draw the adventures that my friends and I are going on.
Little Arlen was the same way. I told him if he wanted to take up a sword, it'd be too dangerous, and he should do an honorable profession, like anything else. But no, but he said no, I need to protect the kingdom, and that's what he wants to do, and he's finally getting to live his dream, and I think that's something worth pursuing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you have places to go, and I actually am due down at the tent. I need to visit Arlen before he gets discharged.
Okay. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
He gives you a wave and a smile before you go opposite directions.
And you're like, and like she's gonna like be like a little bit like teary on the inside. She's gonna be like, oh, this is so nice. What is this feeling? This is all in her head, but she's like, what is this?
So you make your way back to your companions?
Yeah.
Oh.
You do so. Villa comes in, and it's like if she wore mascara, she'd be like a mess right now.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm really happy.
That's good news then. Arlen's doing okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to go home soon.
Oh, thank goodness. That's really good to hear.
I also found out that the sword is called Veros. And it means... Did he say the light of life? Flame of life?
Breath of life.
Breath of life.
I understand Draconic, so I'd recognize what it means, right?
Breath of life. If you were to translate it directly, it would just mean fire or breath or life, but common makes things flowery and they merge things.
Yeah. Right. So it's a very beautiful name.
I'm just gonna nod.
Right.
Well, we've
You ready?
gotten a night of rest. Did we want to head out to the fort?
Let's go take care of some bandits.
Let's go.
Alright. Day's gonna put up her hair and be like, get ready. You know, just like, it's like, alright, here we go again.
Back into the fray.
Back into the fray.
Azravana, Nathan, what's good? Cannot hear you. You're muted. What, Azravana? Just gonna prepare, you said?
Yep, I got spells prepared. I'm ready to go.
Same here.
Alright. You make your way out. Oh?
There was something I forgot about.
What did you
You gave it
forget
to me forever ago, and I completely forgot I had it. That ring of focus.
I don't even remember giving that to you.
Yeah, it was any spell you can cast as a ritual if it doesn't have a ritual cast time.
Is there a limit to that I put on that, or just fucking give that to you?
You gave it to me, but I wanted to ask if it was for spells that I know.
I mean, yeah, it's for spells that you know. No, that was the one we sent, and there was an error when I sent it, and the whole text document didn't get sent.
What?
We sent that ages ago, I'm remembering, and the whole text document didn't get sent. It was up to, like, 4th level or lower. And it was, like, there were stipulations. It was, like, up to 5th?
Yeah.
Okay, and ritual cast, I think it was... Like, did I say anything about time? Like, the duration, how long it would take to cast?
It was like an hour.
An hour? Yeah, okay. So, like, you'd add an hour to the spell cast?
Yeah.
Alright. That sounds right. Okay, cool. Like, if I just made that unlimited, I was fucking crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's got limits on it. I was just
9th level cast
wondering.
Meteor Swarm as a ritual.
No, there was a spell that I was looking at that I don't have yet. I was wondering if that ring would let me cast it or not.
I someone down and
Probably
ritual
not.
cast Power Word Kill.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I am so excited till I can get 9th level spells, man, because that is what I am picking. I am so excited.
You leave. You make your way towards the exit. And we've been through the woods a million times. You know your way around the woods at this point.
Yeah.
Especially going in that
Into the woods and out of the woods and home before dark.
At this point, you just, like, you know the woods better than the bandits do. What are you saying, Aspen?
So is Fort Duncan like an extra day?
It's kind of a similar distance.
Okay.
Like, if you look, it's like a triangle.
Yeah,
it's like a triangle.
I got you.
But you start making your way towards Fort Duncan, and I'm not going to make you roll anything because, let's be honest, we've been through this song and dance a million times tonight. So, you're fine. You make your way towards where Fort Duncan is supposed to be, and you pull through a thicket of trees. You see, up in the distance, a little elevated on kind of a hill, a slope, where a lot of the trees stop growing, where it's mostly just grass. There's ruins of a fort, clearly like stone walls that go high, rubble on off some of them, and you see what must have been a proper door is now just like a fucking opening. If you like try to look around it, it looks like it's like in a circular thing, but you can't see in it from where you are.
Okay. As a note of order, the morning before we get there, I would have told the group that I would have just said, when we get to Fort Duncan, somewhere there's a blue dragonborn. He has information useful to me. I'd prefer if he was kept alive.
Okay. That actually reminds me, I think we had a couple of plans, but I don't think we ever decided on one. These last few days have been fucking crazy. I think our plans mounted to either go in, pretend to be new recruits, or go in there, guns blazing, fuck shit up. And I don't think we ever really decided on one.
Now would be a good time to decide.
That's exactly why I bring it up.
Well, Cyrus, you know most about these bandits. Would, if you were in their position, believe that we wanted to be new recruits?
Coming in way the fuck out here, I'd probably find it very skeptical that anybody would want to join a fort way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. However, given that their leader has more or less thrives on chaos, he has on more than one occasion fucked up Brotherhood operations just because he could. We could go in, I of course could do most of the talking, say we're former Brotherhood, we're sick of their shit, heard about this guy who split off, years ago, and wanted to meet the guy who left the Brotherhood and lived, and maybe join his crew if he'll let us.
Well, if we're being honest, maybe you could pull that off, but I mean, look at the rest of us.
That's true, the rest of you probably... None of you could pull that.
I can change my appearance for an hour to pull things along if we wanted to go that route, but...
If anybody could make themselves look either full elf, human, or drow, we'd probably have a chance. Especially if you looked drow.
I can do that.
I can't.
Is there a lot of drow in the Brotherhood?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lots of drow. Mostly drow and elves. A couple of humans, because, humans can usually get shit done. But they usually hate the likes of, well, half of the party. Half elves. In case
Just
I wasn't there.
curious, you wouldn't happen to know the name Lady Drazina, would you?
DM, does that name mean anything to me? It does.
A very famous slaver. A drow who never shows her face, is fucking terrifying, and not even the Brotherhood have the stones to cross.
I've heard the name. I've never seen her. No one fucking has. Because no one has the fucking guts to cross her. Not even the Brotherhood. And they are the sort of the biggest and the baddest, and nobody fucks with them. And if not even the Brotherhood wants to fuck with Lady Jazina, she's probably a force we don't want to cross paths with.
I know her face.
You've seen her face.
We have a history.
That is completely terrifying. Holy shit.
Dea kind of holds Osmond's hand, which is why it's very important that this Dragonborn stays alive, so that we can question him. And she gives Cyrus a very serious, she's deadpan serious.
Alright.
How likely would it be if we try to smoke them out of their hole? They just leave.
I doubt they would just leave. If they suddenly experience something, they would probably be looking for some foul play. However, if we did just... there are pros and cons to both plans. If we were to go charging in there, sure, we'd have to take on an entire fort. However, the higher-ups, not typically the loyal type, so we would just be facing all the grunts while they make their escape. There are probably at least 10 different secret escape routes. However, if we go in, try and guise ourselves as, wanting to join, less likely for bloodshed, not, 100%, but the cons of both being, we'd going in guns blazing, we'd be in for a really tough fight, we'd be outnumbered, let's be real, we'd be outnumbered, but we wouldn't necessarily be facing the more higher-ups, and whereas if we go in, try and disguise them, no offense to you guys, but you don't really look like the scrappy type.
Something my father would say once in a while, if you really want to get rid of the problem, like a snake, you don't cut off the tail, you cut off the head. So, letting any higher-ups get away, I don't think is probably the most ideal, especially if I don't want to risk getting this Dragonborn be able to run off. It's probably our only chance at getting him.
So this is more of an assassination mission?
I think, stealthy.
Sneak in, stick to the shadows, see if we can find the leader, take him out. Well, that's actually a solid plan, because we take him out, the rest should scramble. Or kill each other in the process for trying to climb to the top.
As long as the fort's cleared out, that's what the king wanted.
Feel like either way we can do it.
I think a stealth mission would be really undercover. And Nate, you got some sort of thing that helps us be more stealthy, yeah?
Yeah.
Stealth is very much in my wheelhouse.
Again, I can disguise myself, so...
I'll be fine.
I don't have minions anymore.
I do.
So
maybe some of us could go in, and then the other kind of, surround or try to find weak points or something, while we can keep people distracted, or some people get people distracted inside. People that, Cyrus, you obviously could pull off, I'm sick of the Brotherhood, you could sweet talk your way in there really easily. While the people who couldn't as easily, we could work on a separate something going around the fort, trying to sneak in
Nathan's really good at stealthing. He could probably stealth his way in there without notice.
You can go in at two different directions.
Yeah.
True.
Squeeze.
Also, I think a smaller group of people might be more believable. A group of 6 all at once coming in.
True. Very
I
true.
could also get an aerial view real quick if we want it.
Actually, yeah, that'd probably be helpful.
That would help, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna wild shape into a sparrow again.
Alright.
And do like a quick fly around.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and share this.
Woo, map!
New map! New map!
It's fucking ugly. You shut up.
It's fine. It's fine. We
New
all
map,
have dealt
new
with
map,
technical
new map, new
difficulties.
map.
I've been impressed by your drawings continuously as we've seen it.
Oh, hush. Hush.
Hell yeah.
Hush you.
Praise! Let me praise God, okay? Let me...
No!
Again, a god who doesn't want his subjects to praise him. This is weird.
It's disturbing.
So-
It makes me afraid.
You fly over. It gets a little difficult to find like the right height to get like between the canopy and staying low enough to see. You see the following picture. You see like this rounded fort, kind of crumbling to pieces. It is multi-storied, but you see all of the entrances have been kind of destroyed by like rocks, and a lot of the bandits seem to. You see a barracks. And you see a stables. You don't see a blue dragonborn right away. You see a lot of the bandits seem to have been making shelter either in, presumably, one of the buildings or underneath the balconies, where they're like living quarters underneath. You make a perception check.
Okay.
You see swordsmen, barbarians, you see archers. You even see a mage standing, watching over everybody.
Oh, that's a 17.
Who smells ridiculously. You are instantly taken back to the tea you had with the Duchess. And your mind goes to the sugar bowl. You see a large burly man who seems to be like behind a bunch of people, just shouting orders angrily at someone, or otherwise just kind of staring off, admiring the sky. It actually looks right at you, but doesn't seem to actually like notice anything. Like just the same way you'd admire a bird as it fly over.
Okay.
There's an absence of trees here, like on the ground. The fort was made in a big clearing so that they could take advantage of the free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Shut up.
It's free real estate. Okay, I'm gonna take note of back and noodles it.
Alright.
And I'm gonna turn to Osmond and say, he smelled a lot like that tea and the sugar that your Duchess friend had, actually. Maybe he's keeping up appearances as well.
Possibly.
Did you see how many people there were?
You counted at least 6 or 7.
Yeah, I figured that was part of the noodles.
Like
Okay.
11, actually, at minimum. And that's just what you could see.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Vince, you are the best.
Shut up!
So
Wait,
good.
where's the gift? Where's the
Play the game!
So,
So how many?
So roughly, so he only saw 11, but that's just how he could see, how many he could see.
How many were like actually out in the open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so then,
At minimum 11 then.
so Nathan's gonna look at everyone. So, who's trying to fake it in and who's on basically intimidation duty.
I'm good at lying, but I stand a lot. Kind of look down at my cleric robes and stuff.
Unless anyone has any extra clothes, I can disguise myself and I can just follow suit with whatever Sai is saying. We've done it before. So
I could see what I can do in terms of clothes. They'll be a bit basic, but I can see if I can make anything with what we have out here.
No, that's good. We just need to get to the leader. Not that they'll take us to him right away. And shit. DM, can I be reminded of his name?
His name?
Yeah.
Roll history.
Which one's my intelligence?
Because we didn't go over history the first time we talked about this. Why am I seeing that fucking GIF right here? This stupid chat. Get it out.
I want
to use a luck point. That's better. Okay. Fuck. No, show me D&D Beyond. Where is it? Give me D&D Beyond. There
It's Beyond.
It is. What'd you say? History?
D&D.
History.
That's an 18.
Frenor Bloodkeep.
Frenor Bloodkeep. He is the guy who ran away and fucking lived, apparently. Jesus, okay. So, not that they'll take us to the leader, but we'll at least be able to get inside, but I don't know what stealth team would do unless we can get into the barracks. You guys can cause a distraction outside, and then we can maybe just kill the leader inside.
Or I can cause a distraction.
Yeah, we could, or we could do that. We just cause a distraction, get everybody out, and then just rush in, focus on. Can you spell that, by the way, please?
I can.
DM, thank you.
We can have a few of us go in there and like Cyrus, you can start doing your talk, and that could be part one of the distraction, and then we could have maybe Nathan can send some of his animal companions in all of a sudden to do something. And as Ravana, you have your new
I
toy.
have a bag of tricks.
Yeah, so that could also help.
Tricks are for kids.
Silly rabbit.
Oh sure, free real estate gets a laugh, but tricks are for kids doesn't. Fuck y'all!
I rolled with it. I'm like,
make your plan.
I've got a soft spot for its free real estate. Okay.
That GIF is beautiful. I've never seen it before, and I'm.
You've never seen
Plan.
Right.
Okay, so me, Dea, and potentially Nathan go in. We.
Oh no! I figured the best distraction to keep them off of you guys is storm side.
Oh no! Then me and Dea go in. We spin them some story about how our ex-brotherhood, we were trying to get out, and we wanted to meet the man who managed to leave and live. That's not saying they're gonna take us directly to him, but if we show up, there's a little bit of a distraction. We help with the distraction. That might get us at least a little bit in. Or that might just bring Frenor right out and we can just focus on killing him.
You would be able to recognize him, I hope? Or at least
the leaders tend to stand out.
Yeah, that's what even if you've never seen him in person, you would at least the persona.
I've heard tales of him. The leaders tend to stick out. If he doesn't run up to help his god, that means he's somewhere below trying to escape. So if there's nobody who's looking in charge up, that means we gotta go underground. Someone who shows up, and he does show up. We focus on him. Get out.
Cool.
The rest of them will scramble and or kill each other in the process of trying to climb the way up the ladder.
What do you think, Oz?
Works for me.
Or we could all just try and stealth in and find him. It could just be a straight up stealth mission.
If you guys want to do that, I can still create enough of a distraction outside. It has a good enough radius. I mean, someone literally conjuring a storm and lighting up their friends with lightning, I think, is enough cause to focus on them instead of anything else.
Yeah, that's
I feel
a
like
good
it's that
distraction.
kind of distract. I feel like if distraction is a good use.
I got like every other word.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry. I just said if it's a distraction like that, I imagine every newcomer would be assumed to be associated with that.
Probably. So if we're gonna do a big distraction like that, we all need to sneak in. I'm actually sort of in favor of that because that is a really big distraction that'll have everybody's eyes on that. So
And not on two. But yeah, that's fair.
and not on anybody trying to sneak in.
So if you guys want, I could be at the main big hole entrance and you guys could try and make your way through the smaller.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Create chaos, use the chaos to slip in. That's perfect.
Exactly. I thought.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Anyone paying attention would see that Osmond, like for the first time you guys have been with him, has taken his mace out of the bag of holding and put it on.
Oh, he actually has his mace on him. Yeah.
Wow.
He's got
So
mace!
you know he's serious.
He's got
He's
mace.
got mace.
He's got a mace.
Oh shit, he's serious. He's got his
Watch
mace
your
on.
eyes.
Oh shit.
Pulling out the big guns, I see.
Alright, what's going on?
Alright.
I am going to pull my hood up and pull out my trophy spear. And I'm going to kind of sit in the tree line, but keep my eyes through the big entrance at the smaller entrance, waiting to see them give me a signal.
You're trying to get into one of the trees, like some ways away, or just to keep an eye on the entrance? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay.
Are you casting Pass Without a Trace?
If I did, it would just be on me.
Yeah, it's centered on him. If you guys leave the radius.
I see.
Yeah.
So we just have to be super stealthy.
Yeah.
Who is going in?
Me.
No, I'm sorry. Who is stealthing in? What is the plan here?
I think Nate's creating the distraction. I think the rest of us are stealthing in.
Oh, no one's talking to anybody? You're just stealthing in?
Is that?
Oh.
Yes.
I think so.
I misunderstood. What? Why does Ravana?
I said I think so.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't misunderstand the plan.
Yeah.
So
no, I think we're using Nathan's storm as a distraction for the rest of us to sneak in.
in order to try and get advantage on the stealth rolls.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so everybody is stealthing in. Is everybody prepared?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna need everybody to make a stealth check. Actually, no, wait. Because you want to do that after the storm starts, right?
Yeah.
Nathan, are you literally conjuring a storm?
I'm casting Call Lightning.
Yes, you are. Okay.
And so it is a 60-foot radius centered on a point I can see 100 feet above me.
Oh, a storm cloud appears.
Mm-hmm.
In the shape of a cylinder.
And then I can call lightning anywhere within it.
10 feet tall, 60-foot radii. Let me see. Jesus Christ, that's giant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so while I'm casting it, I'm just making my way towards it. And the first bandit I see is the first one I call lightning on.
Are you trying to stay stealthy? Like, do you want them to charge you?
I want them to, like, look my way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, I got no... Yeah. Christ, that's giant. Alright. Like 60-foot radius. I'm like, I'll measure that real quick. God damn.
Yeah, it's max.
Yeah.
So you have your hood up?
Yeah.
Your spear on your back, and you raise your hands, very Thor. You raise your hands, and you start slowly walking towards the entrance. This storm cloud starts to swirl in the air. You see one of the archers that's stationed on like the higher ramps. You see a bolt of lightning crack and hit. Actually, I think it hits them. Isn't that what you're aiming for?
Yeah. The first one that I can see. And then I'll just go in order by whoever is left after that.
All right, what's your DC?
That's a nice spell.
It is. I believe it's 15.
15.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I make that. All right.
Okay.
So do I take half damage or just?
Yeah.
You take half damage.
All right. So go ahead and roll damage.
That's 3d10.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't gonna be great.
It's P-rad.
Oh, this isn't gonna be great at all. Oh, it's not gonna be great in the slightest.
Okay. So that's 15 points of lightning damage halved to 7.
Holding up your hands, you see the cloud, the black cloud start to swirl and grow and grow, and you start to hear it hum with electricity. You see a bolt of lightning crack and hit someone just at their feet. One of the archers on the ramparts. You see them like stumble backwards and they almost fall over themselves. Instantly, he screams to his friends, "We're company!" He looks over to you and tries to see you and easily sees the hooded figure out there making a storm cloud. All of you guys, if you're sneaking in, roll stealth.
Woo!
Is this with advantage?
This is with advantage.
Hell
With
yeah.
advantage, hell yeah. All
Oh,
right.
that's
Didn't
pretty
need
good.
Thank God.
Didn't need it.
Okay,
Nat
cool.
20.
Nice.
Nice. 18.
Plus... My stealth is absurd.
I rolled a 10.
Roll the 10.
22.
Advantage. That was my with advantage one too.
Oh God.
Oh.
Azarana?
Do you have inspiration?
17.
No.
Okay.
17. Alright, and although you did have the nat 20. So I'm going to say,
Yes, I did.
because of the nat 20, I think you're covered. Well, because this is a group stealth check, not so much like an
Yeah.
individual thing.
Yay.
And
Thanks,
everyone's
God.
doing pretty well. So you scurry around Nathan, and you see all the bandits start to like rush towards the front of the complex. You sneak in behind some of the boulders. There's only one entrance. You sneak in behind some of the boulders. Some of the lightning like cracks down and gives you a little bit of cover. Let me go ahead and try this again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that beaut.
Boom.
It's a map.
It's a map.
It's a map. It's a map. It's a beautiful map.
Shut up! Okay, so you manage to sneak around. You manage to sneak around the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sneak around the side. You see all of the bandits like slowly converging. Oh, not slowly, pretty quickly actually. Converging like towards the front of where Nathan is. You guys are hiding out. There is like an overhang below here.
Uh-huh.
And you're ducking behind some of the pillars, and you're sticking close to the shadows. You see, actually, from here, if you look past a little bit, past the first building, when you were like first entering, you see a gilded warrior of some kind in a blue dragonkin.
Ooh, that's our guy.
Uh,
At least that we need to ask.
And just in the middle of everybody, you see what appears to be Frenor in the middle.
Okay.
Big white beard, large axe, and actually, even better, quite a huge bow and arrow.
Okay.
And just up on a rise towards the back of the complex, you do still see the mage who has not moved an inch.
Okay. Okay, so this guy in the middle is friend. Okay, cool. Got it.
Where do you guys want to go?
I feel like Cyrus is leading this charge, so...
Yeah. Yeah, Cyrus should be in front, kind of.
Yeah, I should definitely be in front.
It doesn't really matter where you are right now.
He
But...
knows.
Okay, so I think we should keep moving a little farther around so we can get, like, over... We can get some cover, like, behind whatever the fuck this structure is.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how far they converge and how grouped up, if at all, they get.
All right, Nathan.
If they group up nice, I got something for them.
Roll initiative.
Oh, so do I.
Cool.
Oh, so do I.
I'm just gonna roll one.
Should we roll initiative as well? Or?
You are not currently in combat at the moment.
Don't
All eyes are on Nathan.
I'm not rolling well for initiative, so there's that for you. What'd you roll, Nathan? Huh?
10.
What?
10.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like you were saying Tums.
Yeah.
I heard hum, like hum, like what?
Tom.
Hum.
Tom.
Speak English.
Mumbler!
Damn dirty mumbler.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Shut up! Okay, so.
Right.
Anyway. So, at the start of this initiative, let's actually change the mood, why don't we?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, top of the round, presumably, is Dan.
Dan.
Feated Dan.
Dan?
Who sees you. The mage, like, up there on the rampart. Sees you.
Hi.
And is going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
That is a 23.
In any particular direction, you know? Where is he going for?
What?
Oh, shut up. Shush.
So, hang on. I think I have a spell for that. Where does it go? Oh, fuck. What is it? Son of a bitch. Okay, it's an A. Give me a so it's a reaction. Cool. So I'm gonna use my reaction to cast.
To cast what?
Absorb Elements. It's a Xanathar spell. The spell captures some of the incoming energy the effect you it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type in the spell ends.
Right on. So, I rolled pretty well, so have fun with that. So, you're gonna take. Well, you're not gonna take 7 points of fire damage. Be the thing.
Cool.
So do you just not take that damage?
He's resistance.
He's
I
resistant.
have resistance, so
Maybe
it's
half.
half to.
3. 4. It'd be 4. You round up.
Oh, okay. So that. Cool.
You see the fireball while you're channeling your thunderstorm, and you hold your hand out, and it just seems to dissipate in your palm. Alright, next up we got one of the archers, who actually can't see you. You guys actually hear like rapid footsteps right above you on the overhang. Who does not seem to see you. This guy.
If someone has a fireball to drop in that cluster.
I don't
I'm waiting to see how they're clustering because I can throw something at them at least.
Oh, I can too. Oh, I'm liking this.
I love a good clusterfuck.
Internet, quote her.
Take it, Julian. You can quote that at my wedding.
Can I really?
Yep.
I'm doing it.
We all have evidence. We are all witnesses. She said this.
It's also saved on the internet forever.
Yep.
So if she tries to back out of it, there are 6 other witnesses.
Also, I'm sure, does your fiance watch these? Because then he'll know too.
Probably not.
He doesn't watch them, but he's right. I'll tell him,
Okay.
and he'll just be like, yeah.
Nathan, it's your turn. What's up?
I'm call lightning because it just lasts and I can call it down.
Right on. Which target are you picking?
I am picking the hooded ones are the
Are the what?
what are they?
The hooded ones are swordsmen.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it on the leftmost swordsman, so the one in the middle if you're going down.
This guy?
It hits a 5-foot radius, right?
Yeah, so you can just pick a radius. You don't have to pick a target.
So you can hit both, like, 2 people if they're right next to each other, right?
Actually, if I get like between the blonde dude next to him and the other hood, can I get all 3?
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright, let me make some saving throws. They all make it.
Annoying.
Those bastards.
That's still really good on damage, though. So that's a 23
points of damage.
Yeah, halved to 11, and it's lightning damage.
You're being a giant pain in the dick right now. Way to go.
That's the best kind, though.
I've been waiting for the moment to use this spell.
Another crack of lightning strikes down and arcs to 3 different people, and they seem to just barely get out of the way from the brunt of it. But even then, you see like they're like roasted. Oh, what else are you doing?
I can't really see a good spot. So these walls, are they like raised up?
Yes, they are raised. They're several feet tall.
Can I see like a point where, like, can I see a point up there?
No, not from where you are.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh, and I'm gonna just stare at the figure in front of me, and like after that lightning comes down, just start like singing at them.
That's definitely something you want to hear through the treetops. Get it?
All right, what are you guys doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, I noticed they're starting to attack. Have I seen the leader-looking dude?
Yeah.
Before we moved?
You saw him before you moved.
I'm gonna peek out just a little bit to like here. Would I have line of sight of him here? Nope, not there. Here?
Yeah, easy.
Or here?
There is better, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna stay here, and in the process of trying to do as much damage to this motherfucker as I can, and I'm already gonna spend a luck point to do this, I'm gonna cast a 4th level Chaos Bolt at this bitch.
Alright. Roll initiative.
Oh, roll initiative, okay.
Everyone? Or just him?
Okay, hold on.
Whoever's partaking in the combat right now.
Okay.
I was gonna say
I was gonna partake, so...
Oh, Jay,
I'm gonna launch a 3rd level hold person, so I'm gonna target both the Dragonborn and the mage.
Alright, you don't have sight on the mage.
Okay, I can move for that.
Yeah.
I want to ignite my flame sword.
Ignite your flame sword.
I want to cast a 4th...
Okay. Are we all taking part in combat now?
I think so. So
yes.
The rest of you roll initiative.
Alright.
Fuck! I never
that's
roll good.
really good. Holy shit.
Cyrus, what'd you roll?
15.
I mean, as good as I can get.
Vola.
I also rolled a 15.
Azravana.
14.
Dea.
9.
Osmond.
19.
Hey.
Alright. Everybody is now in initiative, and with that, we are gonna have to stop the game tonight.
No!
No, I was ready. I was getting ready.
Good night, stream.
God damn.